and welcome back to System Magic. As always, we're your hosts. My name's Greg, this is Andrew, and I have escaped my dimension from up there, and I'm back to being live in the System Magic studio for our Monday evening constructed stream, and where we will be playing more Blue-White Lotus Field, because, Andrew, it seems like you might think that Blue-White Lotus Field is the truth.
I think it might be great, yeah. Here, I just made chat a little bigger to compensate for you no longer being there.
Yeah.
I hope that makes sense.
That looks great. You crushed it.
Okay, so yeah, I do think UW Lotus Field might be great, as it turns out. Wait, and for some reason my collector version is wrong. Okay, basically I've just been playing it on Moto since our last stream, and I've been winning a lot. See, the key realization that I've had, my epiphany, if you will, is that epiphany.
There are no M's.
Okay, my epiphany about the deck is that the thing about Lotus Field is it's not a control deck.
Yeah,
what kind of deck is it? It's a ramp deck. It's just straight up a ramp deck. Your plan is to ramp above your opponent and ignore everything they ever do.
Nice.
That's it. That's the plan. Removal, bad. You're a ramp deck.
Uh-huh.
Counterspells, bad. You're a ramp deck. You know what's good? Ramping. So I added 4 impulse to the deck, and the reason is you want to ramp.
Nice.
Because what you want to do is just as consistently as possible play Strict Proctor or Discontinuity on turn 3 with a Lotus Field, and so you really want impulse to find whichever piece of this thing you're missing.
Okay.
I also considered playing the card Brought Back, but I haven't gone that far yet.
I don't even know what that card does.
Oh, it puts 2 permanents that died this turn back into play.
So you can float 2 mana, play Lotus Field, sack 2 lands, then bring back your lands.
Yes, and then in the late game, you can also when your Teferi or Wandering Imp dies, you can bring it back.
Yeah.
Then you can immediately use the Wandering Imp.
Oh, double white. That is a little rough. But we can make it work.
The mana cost is definitely. I think if we were 1 and a white, it would definitely be good. Also, yeah. I think right now, the bigger limitation is finding the Lotus Field versus finding these things because it's an 8 versus 4 issue.
Sure. Yeah.
But that's not really the point.
Yeah. We had a great question about the candle sponsor. Today's candle sponsor is another candle gifted to us by a friend of the stream. Now, I assume this candle was sent by Andrew's mom, but it didn't have a note in it, so in theory, it could have been sent by anyone. So if anyone would like to claim ownership of this candle, you can, But if Andrew's mom, who's apparently here, claims ownership, then that will be the final word. Okay, it definitely wasn't Ari. Anyway, today we have a nice French vanilla candle it was Andrew's mom. Great. Where's the other imaginary box? I've escaped the dimension. I'm back in the System Magic studio. Anyway, today's candle is a nice French vanilla candle from a brand whose initials are GD. Do you remember what it was? I set it upstairs. It's like golden something.
I don't know.
You don't remember? Anyway, a nice French vanilla candle. It was in a nice box. I did phase back in. Yeah, anyway, GD, golden something. And it advertises health, love, and pleasure. Very proudly, it's a candle of health, love, and pleasure. But its flavor is French vanilla. And it's quite a potent French vanilla candle. You're sorry, what? Look, Here. Health, love, pleasure.
That's what the candle says.
That's what the candle says.
You burn this candle, you'll get those things.
You'll get some health, love, and pleasure. So welcome to System Magic. I guess we're that kind of stream today,
That's the kind of stream that we are.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I have some more thoughts.
You all chose to be here. Anyway, more thoughts on Lotus Field.
I have some more thoughts on Lotus Field. So the other thing that I did as I was testing Lotus Field was, first of all, I think Behold is utter nonsense. You can see the Beholds are gone.
Okay. Here's a nice whiff for you. You can just take that all in. There you go. I think Golden Dynasty. That's it. I gotta take a note of that so I remember. Thank you.
So, I think the Beholder nonsense. I think the finale is complete dog sense as many anticipated. There was a Dream Troll in the main. I decided that was nonsense. In general, my opinion of this deck is it's not really a problem this deck has. You're like, wow, I just need more late game. It's just that's not really an issue. The late game is you have Teferi, you have Deluge, and you have Discontinuity. And I sort of think everything else is kind of nonsense. You the problem is I need more cards. That's not really real.
Yeah.
I think. Like, to be honest, I think it's quite possible that, like, the Shark Typhoons are bad.
Wild. Okay.
Well, it's weird. You often win games that you cast them, but I don't know how often you would win those games that you would not win otherwise.
Right.
I still have them for now, but I'm not sure they're good.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. The other thing I did, which I think is pretty, which I think is pretty important, is so I cut the 4th Doomscar and the 4th Swan Ramper for Settle the Wreckage. And to be honest, I think this is an incredibly natural change, and I'm kind of shocked that I didn't already have this card, because it's just Wrath you can cast off your Teferi.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really understand why there weren't any Settles before. There are occasional matchups where, like, Settle doesn't do the job. Like, for example, against Mayhem Devil, Settle the Wreckage doesn't do anything. Or sometimes against green, you need to remove their Devotion. But a lot of the time, Teferi, you just play Teferi with Lotus Field out, you untap 2 lands and pass it up, and they have no ability to remove Teferi from the board ever.
Yeah.
And when you untap with Teferi, it's like you usually win.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think Settle's very good. I don't know the exact number. I definitely don't want, like, 1 million.
Yeah.
But it has been good for me. And, like, I've won some games where I was at, like, you know, very low life totals. But, like, I was able to just, like, fog with kind of Settles and discontinuities for a really long time. And the fact that Settle was a fog in those spots, like, was actually really nice. Whereas Doomscar and Farewell actually aren't fogs because of the existence of manlands.
Yeah.
So, like I definitely won a game at 1 life where at some point I was like, pass, settle you, pass, discontinue you, pass, discontinue to you, and then I killed them.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Also, yeah, it is correct that my preferred candle sponsor is Target. That is our unofficial candle sponsor. If any of you know someone at Target and can make us an officially sponsored by Target, that would make... I can't tell you how many days that would make for me. It would be unreal. Even if they're just like, we'll give you 1 candle, you know? That would be so great. But for now, unofficial sponsor, and happy about it.
Okay, I have a few other notes.
Keep going. We're just ping-ponging strategy nonsense, you know?
Okay, so I also cut all the Narset reversals. I basically at no point understood the Narset reversals. I still don't.
Sure.
I'm not playing that card.
Okay.
I don't know. I only boarded them in against other Lotus Fields, and I also think if you play Impulse instead of, like, garbage expensive cards, you just don't need to cut as many cards against Lotus Field, so, like, you don't need a bajillion cards poured in.
Yeah.
You only need, like, 1 million, not a bajillion. You know, we still have a lot. Yeah. So I cut those entirely. What I replaced them with is a small number of marches. And okay, we need to. It's really important that chat understands what this card is for.
What's this card for?
It's to kill hate cards.
Nice.
You see, we're a ramp deck. We need to stop them from stopping us from ramping.
Nice. Okay.
And I like that March as an answer to ramp cards isn't terrible if you randomly draw it. Yeah, that doesn't matter. No one plays Thought Distortion, I don't care. Also, I'm undefeated in games my opponents have resolved Thought Distortion against me.
Nice.
As a follow-up to that. I refuse to acknowledge playing this card because of Thought Distortion. But, yeah, so I basically think the Marches are quite good. Just as a ways to answer Alpine Moon and Damping Sphere, which are pretty annoying cards. I like that they do stuff if they happen not to draw them.
Yeah.
This comes with the most, I would say, against so the Mayhem Red Black Sack is really on the rise on Moto right now.
Yeah.
They usually have a couple of Damping Spheres post board, and I like that just an instant speed answer to Mayhem Devil that also answers those.
Sure.
And against Alpine Moon out of the Drake's decks, I also really like it.
Okay.
Now, in both those matchups, Farewell obviously is an answer to those things too. But against Rakdosak, generally if you're farewelling, things are going well anyway.
Right.
And often the Damping Sphere is keeping you off farewell. And against the blue deck, they have Spell Pierce. So, like, it's pretty hard to resolve farewell. So I really wanted kind of a nimble answer to the hate cards.
Okay.
But, like, what I'm trying to say here is it is not my intention to board in March to do basically any job other than kill hate cards.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to board in a random kill spell.
Yeah.
I'm only going to board in matches where I know they have hate or I suspect they might have hate.
Right.
But yeah, so that's the basics of this deck. Some uncertainties I still have are I'm still not sure these Star Typhoons aren't scams. I may have mentioned that they might be bad.
Yeah.
I'm still not totally sold on this stuff, although it's honestly been pretty good for me.
Okay.
Like basically I like that your second Rest in Peace isn't a Rest in Peace because it does something.
Yeah.
Because against specifically Sack, which again is very popular right now,
right.
You board in these cards and it really sucks to draw 2 Rest in Pieces. Like in some sense, drawing 2 is worse than drawing 0.
Okay.
So, like, I like having them kind of diversified there. And then, but overall, I'm still not sure this card should be deck sideboard. We could just have 1 Rest in Peace, even though it looks a little weird. Like, that's plausible. I don't know if Dream Trawler is I should have more or less. I can imagine 0. I can imagine greater than 1. And I also have a lot of questions about the mana base still. I've mostly left it the same, but I've considered making many changes. Like, these might be scams. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Like, I don't actually use the castles very often. I'm not sure they're good. I love the channel lands. I'm definitely not touching those. I'm definitely not touching the hall.
Okay.
But I'm not sure farmland is actually good either. I have cycled it sometimes, but...
You just, want to hit your land drops to your ramp deck?
Well, when your 4th land specifically enters play and tapped, it is savage and brutal.
Right.
And that just, does happen to you sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. This could be Soul Guide Lantern 2. I don't have strong opinions about, what the exact Gary cards. In general, that's something I'm still, playing with. Again, this has been good for me, so I'm leaving it for now, but I'm very unconfident. I would say the number one thing I'm most I don't understand... Okay, there's been a lot of discussion of the card of Mary's Call in this deck. I have an opinion on this. Why? What are you trying to do with Amaria's Call? I don't need these 4/4s. I don't need my lands to make 4/4s.
Yeah.
Have you seen my late game? What are we doing here?
Yeah.
I don't need to put a 7-drop land in my deck. That's my opinion. I don't get it. I am not interested in Amaria's Call. I think I'm more interested in planes. I mean, well, this card costs 0 life. That card costs 3 life. What do you mean? That's the difference. But also, to be clear, I think it's possible that both these are scams. I've actually used this a few times. I've used this very rarely.
Okay.
Mostly, I've used this to attack planeswalkers after I wrath.
Okay.
But...
yeah, also, by the way, I don't think we said this, but if you were looking for the continuation of our league from last time where we were 3-0, we wanted to make all these changes to the deck, and we thought that was more important. So we'll be starting a fresh league, and Andrew wanted to test these things a bunch, and so...
Well, the thing is, I'm pretty interested in Blue White Lotus. I think there's a pretty legitimate chance I'd register in a Pioneer event I cared about.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as a result, I wanted to get in more games with the deck.
It did win a big tournament this weekend, right?
It continues to do well, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So, I think I made a top 8, but yeah, anyway, yes. The basic answer to your question is yes. I would say my strongest opinion about the deck, and thing I feel most confident about, is you should definitely play this card. Okay. I think it's maniacal to the list we're not playing Impulse.
Okay.
It's so good. All I want to do is assemble my thing.
Yeah.
And the late game, when you have DI mana, it's an instant speed way to spend 2 mana that naturally works with Teferi.
Right. And
usually when you behold it, right, you were looking at 4 cards.
Right.
And the thing is, I just don't know how often it was really true that getting the second best of those 4 cards was important.
Yeah.
It's you would do it, and then you'd see, the one, Teferi or Deluge or whatever, and you take it.
Yeah.
And, I just feel usually that was good enough. Sure, maybe the 2 were, a discontinuity and a Teferi, but, come on, did you really need both?
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel. So, I feel like Impulse is mostly, just better. I've been very, very happy with the Impulses. I can't see going back on those. Lots of other stuff is up in the air.
Yeah.
Kane, to your comment about Jawari Disruption, I could imagine playing more, although I am a little concerned about tap lands, but I'm definitely not, locked in about this. All right. We will respond to Canada-related Twitter DMs.
Wow, we have a lot of notifications on System Magic right now.
Okay, so we didn't cut a stage. There just were 3 stages, and I have not missed. Stage is not that good in this deck. I would say that you rarely, I honestly, I think it might be closer to 2 stages than 4, if I'm being honest. That's not the combo that usually gets you there.
Wow, thank you for the candle sponsor donation. We really appreciate it. I promise I will use this Target gift card on buying candles for the stream.
Yeah, I promise Greg will too. But yeah, those are, I think, most of my thoughts about Blue White Lotus Field right now. I'm very interested in this deck. I mean, the closest comparison for this deck is and how I think you should imagine playing it, and is you should kind of pretend, I think, that you're playing Tron. That's what this deck is. It's kind of clunky, very inevitable late game combo control deck. That's what you're playing. And you should kind of make decisions accordingly. So, when you're playing Tron, your most important goal at most points in time is not being dead, because your deck just top decks so well that if you have your mana engine going and you're alive, you'll win.
Yeah.
That's the basic idea of the deck. Anyway, no, we're not going to do that now or ever.
Yeah. I think we should jump in because, well, one, we started late, which is my fault.
Wait,
and
let me make sure this is my right list. No,
Okay.
wait, this is not. Sorry, 1 second.
Yeah.
Let me drop and rejoin.
Okay.
I at some point might have joined the league in preparation for the stream, and then I think I then added a second March.
Nice.
So,
Okay. We might stream Modern Tron once Modern season starts. Maybe for a random stream. Who knows? For now, while it is Pioneer RCQ season, I think the vast majority of our constructed streams will be Pioneer.
Yeah.
We only stream playable decks and mono white humans. Wow.
Yeah, see, Levy gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for the record, just in case people are curious, so I want to stream Lotus again today because I'm very interested in Lotus, and Wednesday of this week and Friday of this week, I'm hoping to stream Zoomer Drakes, also known as SPF, and Archfiend combo in some order.
Yeah.
Possibly depending on the Moto downtime, possibly depending on my whims.
Vibes.
Yeah. But that is my intent for this week, just to give you a preview of what's coming.
And Tuesday will be our last March of the Machine draft before the format rotates. And Thursday will be the early access Lord of the Rings stream. And I really want you to come watch it. Because I am still like over the moon that we get to do the early access thing. It means so much to me, and I really want people to come watch. So you should come watch us on Thursday.
Wait,
and those other streams, whatever, I mean, they'll be great too. You should come watch also. Yeah, we're really excited about it. It's now our 3rd early access, which is great.
This is not my favorite hand.
Thanks, Armath. That's all true. Once I was teaching a class and there was this event that I really wanted my students to come to, and every single day for like 2 weeks I told them to come to this event, and at the end of the month someone was like, you advertised it so much that it seemed like you didn't want us to come.
This has not been a productive mulliganing process.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna keep this on 5, but it's really not good.
And what I'm saying is I've learned nothing from this story, and I will continue to over-advertise the event that I want you to come to. They were like, we thought it was a bit with how much you were advertising it. And I was like, no, I wanted you there.
I mean, I probably shouldn't mull this to 4, right?
I don't think so.
Well, my worry is that, like, I suspect the 4 of 2 lands Lotus Field Proctor is better than this hand.
Yes.
But I don't know if I should really be mulliganing to that.
Yeah.
Like,
what are we tucking?
well, if I kept this hand, I would tuck Deluge to Fairy.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if this hand does suck exactly. Like,
wait, are they? Have they mulliganed a bunch?
Yes. They mulled to 6.
Okay.
So, I don't know. We're on the play. If I keep this and I peel a land, like, the thing is, I think if I just, like, runner 2 lands, my hand is actually very fine.
Yeah.
Right?
I think maybe we should mull.
I think maybe we should mull the 4.
I think so too.
All right, let's do it. I don't know if it's right exactly, but okay, this hand is actually much better.
Yeah.
Let's see. So we tuck like all this stuff.
I think so.
And then we just hope to impulse or peel Lotus Field, and like, you know, we've got a plan.
Wow, great baiting. Also, thank you, Andrew's mom, for responding what type of deck it was.
Yeah, really shout out to my mom for knowing what kind of deck we're playing. But yeah. Basically, Marceline. I don't know how to pronounce the triple I, but the thing about this deck is it's I think you should mostly play it like it's pure ramp. Like you just, your goal is to ignore and overpower your opponent. It's not to interact with them and trade cards and like prevent them from doing their thing. It's just to be like, ha, that's cute, my turn now.
Nice.
That's kind of your goal in all matches.
What if what they did wasn't that cute, though? Also, yeah, if anyone wants to make a System Magic drinking game, I will retweet it.
Oh my god. Greg, what would that entail, would you say?
Yeah, like every time we say, like every time we talk about the candle sponsor, take a drink. You know, every time Andrew says ruthless, take a drink. Like
every time we mention Charmeleon, take a drink.
Yeah, right. Every time the Charmeleon, like, and if it's rare, it can be more than one drink. You know, like if it's the Charmeleon, every time the Charmeleon plushie appears, take 3 drinks. You know.
Oh, famously is a good one.
Famously is a great one.
Oh, we might be playing against Lotus Field. Well, if so, there's actually a great usage of our mulligan to 4.
Yeah.
Well, those are all my cups, so you know.
Mina Harker drink, yeah. See, chat knows our bits, you know? Every time Greg convinces Andrew to make
I'm slamming this, by the way.
Wow, that's insane.
You don't know, maybe you don't want to? It might be wrong.
It feels wrong to me, but I don't know.
No, it might be wrong. We should probably pass, actually.
So few of the bits are rare, it's hard to imagine a drinking game where you don't get sloshed. Yeah.
Yeah, I probably just shouldn't play. It's probably unhinged. Well, because I was realizing is that even unless I draw exactly Lotus Field, I just don't want to play it, right? I only want to play it if I draw... like, if I draw a land for Impulse, then I want to play that land Impulse, and then next turn play it plus Lotus Field. Then Impulse into, so yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna Arboreal Grazer into Arboreal Grazer into Arboreal Grazer, and we're gonna feel so silly.
Okay, we're doing it.
We're doing it.
Wait. I should play it though, because now I could Impulse into Lotus Field.
That's true. Although,
but maybe it just helps them too much.
Because then they could like Lotus Field and Thespian.
You're right. Let's still not do it. No. I'm off it.
Okay.
We'll just never play Street Proctor. It's fine.
Also, maybe they'll play Lotus Field and then we can Thespian stage their Lotus Field.
Well, that's not a very legal option.
Dang, I forgot about hexproof. That also that is true. The whole point of drinking games is that you're supposed to be drunk by the end.
Drink every time I say no to a play and then make suggested play?
I love that suggestion.
Wait, do I actually do that
no,
much?
It's supposed to be things that are somewhat rare, you know?
I see. Well, the answer is we did somewhat mull to 4 B-Bolter, so you know.
Yeah.
Mulling to 4 is not my favorite.
I think at least once a stream is accurate. Also, I think accurate is another good word that we both say a lot.
Oh, that's true. We do say that a lot. I mean, we have a lot of bits, Scott. I didn't quite realize how many there are going to be until we started the discussion.
Yeah. We're not even halfway through, honestly.
Yeah. So, for the record, the way I feel about this matchup is I haven't won very many game 1s of the matchup, but I also haven't lost very many matches.
That's nice.
In fact, I don't think I've lost any so far. Egregious. I do say egregious a lot.
That's one that I don't say that often, but Andrew says a lot.
Ooh. We just get another spin?
I think so, yeah.
We're fine. Everything's fine.
We intentionally mispronouncing cards. I do love intentionally mispronouncing cards. But there are only a few, like, you know, there are certain cards that I like to intentionally mispronounce.
You mispronounce a lot of cards.
Not that many.
Do you think it's more or less than I mispronounce unintentionally?
I think it's comparable.
Yeah, I think that's true also.
I think it's close.
Yeah, I appreciate that if there were some systematic bingo, mispronouncing cards intentionally and unintentionally would be separate squares.
Yeah. Greg intentionally mispronounces cards. Andrew unintentionally does it.
Alright, it's fine. We got Doomscar.
Nice.
I kind of need Lotus Field here.
Yeah.
Any impulses? Any impulses? Lotus Field. Nice.
Nice.
Alright, well now if we're not dead, I think we might be okay.
Uh-huh. Nice. What do you think the odds are that we're dead?
Oh, you know, pretty decent.
Yeah.
I mean, they mull to 6, probably only like 70%.
70%?
Yeah. But like, you know, think about this. If we're not dead and we draw a land, then we can go copy Lotus Field, play Teferi, plus untap both Lotus Fields.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, I guess even in regardless, we can play Teferi plus, and then if we just draw a land off the Tef that enters untap, that works too.
Sure.
But
we also need to draw a thing to do with all that
No plan is perfect, Greg. Have you considered that perhaps our opponent's draw is hideously non-functional and will easily win?
Yeah. I mean, our draw is hideously non-functional.
Oh, I think it is nigh unwinnable game 1. But I also think your sideboard is very good.
Yeah.
So... Wait, we're discussing Carnage Tyrant now? Oh, Carnage.
We're talking about Detection Tower and lands to turn off Hexproof because I wanted to do the thing. I wanted to Thespian Sage their Lotus Field.
Yeah, I mean...
But that doesn't work with the land, yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, another square on Systematic Bingo is we discuss a paper-only play.
That's good. I thought you were going to say we discuss a question that chat asked, 5 minutes ago and was kind of answered, and then we look over at chat and think it's a new question and answer it again. Ooh. Can we rank the cards Karn the Great Creator, Carnage Tyrant, Karnizev Skyshift Raider? Well,
probably Great Creator is... Well, wait. What am I ranking them based on?
Vibes.
Well, okay, the thing about Karn...
Copy your own legend with Fable is a great bingo spot. We do make that joke a lot. The joke, the bingo score should actually be, we make that joke, and then someone in chat who doesn't know it's a joke points out that it's not a legal play.
I would rank them... I think my ranking is Zev, Great Creator, Tyrant.
Is that in the order of how many monkeys they create?
No.
Because in theory, Karn the Great Creator, there's probably at least one monkey it could create.
I don't know that, but probably. I mean, probably you could come up with some convoluted loop once you're comboing that creates monkeys.
I mean, it could at least make Universal Automaton, which is a monkey.
Yeah, I board out Baba G's. I board out the Strict Proctors and all the cards that kill creatures so that I can board in a bajillion counterspells and thought distortions.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's fine. Our opponent has 3 Lotus Fields.
That's okay.
Well, I don't understand what's going on.
But yeah, what happened to their... Oh, they poured. Okay.
Yeah, but usually when your opponent has 2 Lotus Fields and they pour an Impulse, you're dead.
Ooh, Karn for Simeon Sling! That's a great monkey you can get.
What I don't understand is why we're alive. But,
it's because of all the it's because of all the health, love, and pleasure. Really, the health part of it is coming in big here.
Well, if it helps Bone Cheese, I have once won a single game of this matchup. Why are we alive? Yeah. Karn and Karn. Wow, that's a great team.
That would have been a good one for Gavin Verhey's fake event, you know?
Karn and Carnage Tyrant. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not over Emrakul and 15 Squirrels. That's a great team up still.
I really like the one that was 2 legends from original Legends, both of which were vanilla. And it was just Jasmine Boreal and something. And it was a 12 mana vanilla 9/8 or something. It was just the 2 things combined. That one was the one I laughed the most at.
Oh, that's great.
I played against the new Karn in the last Paper Magic tournament I played in.
That's a wild stat.
It was a Chaos draft. Oh, wait, not the Aftermath Karn. The Brothers War Karn. Or WMU Karn. Oh, yeah, I guess there has been a newer Karn since. Yeah, I guess you can't put Aftermath into a Chaos draft. Wait, is Dig Through Time normally played in Lotus?
No, actually. Well, sometimes they have, 1.
Okay. Mina Harker and Skrylev? That's great.
Maybe we are alive because they're playing Control Deck. I mean, Control Decks do famously never win.
Yeah.
So... Yeah, I think I've definitely seen one Lotus. I think the idea of the deck is that it helps you against Rakdos mid because it's a good top deck.
Oh, okay.
And you can cheaply cast it and get Val and stuff. But as far as I know, nobody good ever does that, so I assume it's wrong.
I love Anafinzana and Skrylev. That's a great team up for System Magic.
Oh yeah, is the card white, 3/3? Whenever you mispronounce a card name, bolster 1.
Yeah.
And then the protection tap.
Whenever you mispronounce a card name, bolster 1 and target creature you control gains protection from the color of your choice.
Actually, I think I should use a separate trigger whenever a counter is placed on a creature. It just
Oh,
gets the
there
protection.
we go. Yeah.
And I like that you can't choose. That's part of the design.
It only protects your smallest creature. It should be like a 1/10. It can't protect itself.
Well, that brings us to
It's really hard to protect itself.
Okay, ship it. No notes.
This stream is really off the deep end already.
This is what chat gets when they have, an 11 p.m. Tipsy Greg stream.
Yeah, and when how did we live?
Well, I don't know, but let's play Teferi.
Okay.
I mean, I think if we draw discontinuity here, we could even win.
Ooh, Feast of Resistance would give protection twice.
Oh my god.
Wow. I guess I do mispronounce a lot of card names, huh?
All right. Hold on. Hold the phone, chat. We're in it to win it at this point. So
They have 6 cards. Yeah.
okay, so
Did someone redeem Boozy Stream? No, I was just watching bad reality TV earlier, and you can't watch bad reality TV without having a few glasses of rosé.
okay, wait. I want a quick talk. I don't know if this is I think this might be a wait for them to do stuff and then discontinue the main
I think
call.
that makes a lot of sense.
Because I think we kind of need to get a more than just upkeeping.
What bad reality TV was it? It was the Ultimatum Queer Love Edition. And I gotta say, they really baited me with the Queer Love Edition.
Yeah, they forced Greg to watch an untenable show by promising queer love.
Yeah. I would describe it as having would I recommend it? How far in are you? We just finished episode 7, I think. Zach, welcome to the stream, Zach. Would I recommend it? I think yes.
Wait, I need to counter this.
Yeah, you definitely need to discontinuity this. I mean, Zach, you and Sunita should definitely watch it because you like watching bad reality TV. Should someone who doesn't like bad reality TV show watch it? Nah. I would say that 2 or 3 of the characters are more likable than any character I've ever seen on a reality show ever.
Wait, chat? We could win.
We could win.
It's very disturbing that this is true. So, okay, wait. I want to tap both Lotus Fields, the lands you always want to tap, right?
Yeah.
And I want to Deluge and then presumably Cycle Farmland, but we'll see.
Sure. We could Cycle Farmland. No, that doesn't make any sense.
I don't think that makes sense because I don't know what we'd find that would cause us not to do this.
Yeah. Are the rules different than the Ultimatum? I never watched the first season of the Ultimatum, so I actually don't know the answer to that question.
These are not my favorite. I guess these 2?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, I still want to cycle this, I think.
2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, we could play a land in Flashback.
Oh, wait. 2, 3. Wait, that's better. We should do that. Flashing back is great.
Yeah.
I mean, digging for continuity is definitely what we want here. If we find continuity...
No, it's definitely a different... It has to be a funnier Ultimatum than that.
Okay.
It gives all your creatures +5/+5 vigilance and trample and lifelink or whatever.
I mean, I guess we just take Deluge and some biz.
Yeah, Lotus Field?
Maybe
Farmland? What I describe as a cruel ultimatum. I mean, making me watch it is definitely a cruel ultimatum.
And maybe this because it's a clock, actually, weirdly. Although I guess this is a clock.
Yeah.
Maybe just Lotus Field.
I would vote Lotus Field, I think.
Okay. Well, let's see. I've already played land. Good play land check.
Good. Okay.
Well, so now we're in another spot of, man, I really think when we untap for this turn, we might have been over 50% to win.
Really?
Well, but now that we didn't find another discontinuity on the
right, we had 11 looks for another discount.
Right.
Yeah.
And then if we find that, then the next turn we really go hard.
Yeah.
But maybe that's untrue because like it takes so many.
And then right, yeah.
Because we need to like keep finding them. Yeah. Maybe over 50% is ambitious.
Vanessa is an all-time great casting find. I'm off it. She's boring. She's just another, villain, right? Xander is great. Team Xander.
Wow, I wasn't prepared for the... So chat, here's what you should know. So we started streaming lightly later than usual because Greg's watching reality TV went longer than usual.
Yeah.
And I would say that normally reality TV has just zero impact on my life.
Uh-huh.
So I'm proudly asserting that today is the day in my life when reality TV most negatively impacted my life. Anyway, okay. So I can't do anything about this.
Yep.
So I guess I'm gonna let it resolve.
Yep. We could have let Leah resolve.
I think that plan is unlikely to work, would be the description I would give. Like, if our opponent draws a million cards, they'll figure it out. Yes, I'm playing Cyclone de Noir, but they get to cast first spell regardless.
Yeah. I have not seen the reunion yet. I would like there to be no Ultimatum Queer Love Edition spoilers in the chat if we can avoid it, but I also really don't care.
Oh my god, Craig. It's unhinged for you to say that of a show that you actively dislike.
Team what?
My understanding is it's a bad reality TV show, and that both Greg and Dom Harvey are bad reality TV show connoisseurs.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Which is kind of insane as a coincidence goes.
It's basically my favorite fact about Dom Harvey, although he did apparently say something nice about me in a random Discord a few days ago, which I appreciated. Oh, it's not a good reality TV show.
I don't like our chances here.
Yeah.
Let's concede.
Sure.
This is deterministically lethal.
Yeah.
All right. So chat, it's time to once again see our brilliant sideboard plan in action.
Nice.
So all of these cards come in. There are no more Narcissus reversals. That card's a scam. All of these cards go... Okay, wait a minute. Then... we need 3 more cards, and I usually like to have actually some answers to large creatures.
Yeah.
Because they always board in, like, Dromoka and Sphinx this Final Word and all this crap.
Yeah.
So the question is it better for our sweet creatures to be Doomscars or Farewells? Do you have an opinion about this?
No.
Like, I think it's just supposed to be Doomscar. The Great Exiling is not irrelevant.
Sure. I mean, do we want to bring in some lantern? Do you want to do, like, 2 Doomscars and a lantern or something?
What about...
Oh, 2 Doomscars and a Farewell?
Yeah, I think maybe just 3 Doomscars.
Okay.
I just think they actually do that kind of a lot in the matchup.
Fair.
I actually think like a few of those things is reasonable.
I mean, Energy Series is streamed. It's basically already a reality TV show.
It's certainly not a reality TV show.
Yeah, good point, Zach.
So,
oh man, now Zach is on lives on the West Coast, not the East Coast, so he can watch our stream.
Wow, that's a big game changer. Hang out with all our assorted yahoos in our chat.
Yeah.
My opponent appears to be deep in the tank about their sideboard plan.
Yeah. Yeah. I would not have been particularly interested in watching that. Yeah. Oh man, it's getting kind of late for you. It's like 9. It's almost 9 your time. Although I actually am quite tired because I was just in Texas visiting my nieces for a full week. And when you're living in the same house with a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, your sleep schedule is kind of forced to become normalized. And so I was like getting up at 8 a.m. and going to bed at like 10 or 11. But it's okay. I'm going to fight through for this stream. Even though matches with this deck take like a million hours. So I assume we'll be here till like 4 in the morning.
That's fine. We can go to a 4.
Yeah. Notably, both of the children in question are great at sleeping. They just, like, get up at 7:30 because that's when they get up. So, like, one of the kids would definitely wake up crying a few times, but it never woke me up. And hey, CDog93, welcome to the stream and thanks for the follow. Also, in addition to the kids being great at sleeping, I'm great at sleeping.
I think we keep this.
Yeah,
I understand there's no interaction, but we'll figure it out.
But me being great at sleeping means that, like, even if the kids start crying, it never wakes me up. Impulse is interaction.
Well,
I agree.
Impulse could be interaction, but it also could be discontinuity.
Nice. Which continuity?
Discontinuity.
Nice.
So yeah, I think it's a keep. Like, it's not a great hand for sure, but I do think it's worth keeping. Well, if we drew discontinuity in this particular hand, I do not think we would use it.
Also,
How are we supposed to board out Lotus Field until they can't stage it? Actually, that's a really good thought, Matt. I didn't think of that.
Also, I didn't notice that DC actually made a System Magic bingo. I appreciate Andrew's mom being a bingo spot.
Well, she is a major character on the stream. I think we all agree.
Incredible play by opponent. Greg wants to splash. Wow.
Why does Greg want to splash make it? I don't know about that one. That's not my favorite.
Andrew gets into the red on Moto.
What
about chat points out that we might time out?
Yeah, it's more... Yeah, oh God. Chat does love to point out that we might time out. Chat likes nothing better than pointing out that we might time out. What else? What does our opponent do for 2 mana? See, the thing is, in this particular game, Proctor would have been good because they Lotus Fielded off Grazer.
That's true.
Proctor's just the natural counter to Grazer because both it counters Grazer ability and post Grazer, it all works. Ooh, I think we should do this.
I love it.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of them comboing. I mean, I am pretty afraid, but it's just definitely the play, I think.
I think we might time out this match.
We're not going to time out. Don't be ridiculous. You mean time them out?
No.
They have 10 minutes to R18. Yeah, I don't think... So, in terms of weird hybrids, I'm actually somewhat more interested in going the other way. That's nice, Munchies. Yeah,
That's great.
So, I think there's a chance that this deck could splash green for Grazer and Sylvan Scrying. I think the main limitation on that is the mana is not good in Pioneered 3-color, and you have to be 3-color. Like, this deck needs Teferi to work.
Great.
So the problem with that proposal is I think you'd probably have to play 0 Thespian stage. And I'm not sure at that point what we're doing actually makes sense.
I also just noticed someone mentions the closet on DC Sports' bingo card.
Why are they tapping their Grazer right now?
They tapped their Grazer.
Why is Grazer tapped? Can anyone explain to me why Grazer is tapped? They were just like, while I'm at it, tap this Grazer. That'll teach it.
Sometimes you gotta know it's untapped.
I mean, this is very bad for us, but... Well, actually, it's not true. It's either very bad or very good. Because these hidden strings they're casting right now are +1 mana, which is very little. Oh, they're gonna attack me with the Grazer? That doesn't work, isn't it? Combat damage? I think what's happening is our opponent's gonna pour in a page to hit land drops is what's going on. Yeah.
Oh, I see, okay.
So, that makes sense.
Wait, message sent. Was it a message sent to us?
The message sent... Our opponent sent us a message by tapping and tapping their Grazer.
Okay. Maybe they run Giant Growth in addition to all their digs through time.
Am I not? Yeah, whenever this figure deals combat damage. Yeah, I know what Cypher does. I played that draft format.
Nice.
I don't think this is very bad, actually. Or unless you mean it's bad for them. I think this is a good spot, actually.
Yeah.
Like, with 2 hidden strings gone, they can't proc the hidden strings on the Grazer. So, like, I don't really see how this goes poorly for us now. Because, okay, so I'm going to play this on blue, I think.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then just, like, pass, and we can deluge into interaction if they do anything.
Or Odawara if we're desperate.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it will come to that, but we could.
Yeah.
And, like, we just get to dig... And we can also cycle the farmland their end step. So, like, after this, we'll have a ton of gas, one way or another.
On a scale of weird mechanics, how high would say, like, 0 being, like, flying and 10 being, like, haunt? Or radiance?
Well, those are also heinous mechanics.
But they're weird.
Yeah, I mean, I think Cypher's like an 8.
Okay, Cypher's an 8. Like, here's another example of a weird mechanic.
Okay, well, that's fine. I should definitely wait till they cast it, try to counter it.
I would like to propose another 10.
Alright.
The ring tempts you.
Oh, God. I hate the ring tempts you. Yeah, so...
I like calling it the Cypher scale because Cypher's just an 8.
So, okay, on the subject of the ring calling the Gravestorm Snail is very reasonable, by the way.
Yeah, I think so, too.
So, on the subject of the ring tempts you, here's basically my feedback. WotC was like, everyone hates downside mechanics, so we're not going to make this a downside mechanic. And my basic response to that is like, well, it is a factual statement that everyone hates downside mechanics, and that in general you should avoid them. Also, you should have done it here.
Yeah.
Like, I sort of think they were kind of sidestepping the game design challenge in front of them, and I don't think that was the right move.
Yeah. Wait, why is there... Oh, because it's a clock, right?
Okay, I think we should pass, or land pass. Not Lotus Field.
Okay.
Because I want to have Discontinuity Emperor... I want to have 6 mana, basically. Oh, no.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
You like that?
I think so, yeah. And we're not planning to discount this Lotus into play.
No. That's a counterspell.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Ooh, the equip fortification? That mechanic, I don't know it. I don't think it's that weird.
It's not that weird. It's mostly just not a good mechanic.
Right. It just has, like, literal 0 design space, so they couldn't do it. Like, I feel like they said... Oh, banding... It should be called the banding scale. Actually, you're right.
Wait. Okay, here's my hot take.
Yeah.
I think banding is less weird than Gravestorm.
I disagree.
It is pretty weird, but it's not as weird as Gravestorm.
Okay. Or a swap is quite weird. We're just not counting that. I think that's reasonable.
Well, the issue is... Okay, imagine we want to counter it. We can only Aether Gust it. And if we're going to Aether Gust it, we can... Oh, well, that's insane, though.
Okay.
I guess that's true, but... Sorry, I was counting that out of hand. Maybe I shouldn't have. So, okay, do you want to Deluge or Wandering Up here?
I want to Deluge, because I might want to Wandering Up to kill the Voyaging Satyr.
Oh, that's a good point. Okay, let's Deluge. I'm in.
Okay.
I also would really appreciate fighting Teferi, I guess, too. Oh, look. Would you like to take their entire hand?
Sure. How are we? Oh, they can't even Narcissus Reversal it. So yeah.
Yeah, we are not scared of Narcissus Reversal right now, as it is impossible.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to tap out. I mean, if they like top deck something completely insane. Oh no, wait, we even have veto up. We can just play this.
Well, yeah, except you need to make black mana off that Lotus Field.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Like, yeah, I think we should just play the Odawara.
Yeah, I agree. And then we just distortion their thoughts.
Yeah.
Boom.
Nice.
No more thoughts.
They said they wouldn't do it again. Banding or Gravestorm? Probably both. I mean, banding they kind of fixed with Enlist. And I think Enlist is a good mechanic. I think there's just the issue that, like, it's really, it's also really narrow. Wow, looks like ciphering was smart after all. That's true. So their hand is Leer in a Dream?
Yeah, I think it's Leer in a Dream.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if they Leer, I currently cannot counter or kill it, but I also think, it'll be fine.
We could just tuck it.
Yeah, well, I don't really want to do that either, but we could.
Yeah. Or we could tuck it and leave up Wemp.
Yeah, but, like, what if we just didn't kill it?
Yeah, that's fine, too.
Also, at some point, we're going to find one of our Doom Scars, and they're going to be fucking great.
Ooh, that's true.
I think my intent next turn is just to play Teferi plus play Lotus Field and then pass with Wemp up, and it's fine, right? Like, I don't think we need to get too cute here.
Yeah. In fact, wait, can I interest you in main phase Wemp? I guess we'd have to do it, and it'd have to be.
Well, I wanna play the second Lotus Field. I think.
Okay.
I guess. Yeah. So I think we could end step it, but I don't think I want to. I want to excel this more.
Okay.
And I expect this to attack.
I guess especially if we play Teferi, yeah.
Yeah. So I that's my preference.
They printed one incredibly not fixed version of banding. Is that bands with?
Bands with is nice. Greg knows how much I love bands with.
Do we want to foretell?
I don't.
Wait, can I interest you in upkeep discount Doomscar?
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, let's just do that. I'm down for that. That seems It seems extremely hard to lose if we do that. But let's just
this is an example where we're so far ahead that I just want to upkeep discount.
We just guarantee everything, and then they're just like hideously dead. Yes.
Yeah. Ooh, can I interest you? That's a great bit for the systematic drinking game or bingo game. Also, to be clear, if you don't drink alcohol, you don't need to do that to play the systematic drinking game. You can drink anything regardless of
Oh, you love to see it. I mean,
Azax complains about Dono Deck's costing too much.
Wait, that's a great addition to the stream.
Greg has to ask Azax if he's trolling or not.
Well, that's just because his range is so balanced. I've lately been thinking about the concept of range balancing. I would like to state that my range is very unbalanced, but I'm here for it. Greg actually has quite a balanced range in the sense that most people that Greg trolls are unaware that he's trolling them. So keep that in mind, chat.
It's a fun little game for myself.
Man, I have to mulligan this.
Yeah.
You know, we sure have not had that many land heavy hands for our 28 land deck. This seems good though. And I think I want to tuck Doomscar even after it was incredible.
I think so. It's like not a good early card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, and hey, Nelix, welcome to the stream and thanks for the follow.
Alright, so something that I've realized with this deck, by the way, is there's actually, like, essentially no 3-drops, like, in our library and sideboard just anywhere.
Yeah.
This deck just is 3-drop, doesn't believe in 3-drops.
It's really too bad Teferi doesn't cost 6, because I think this deck would companion Gaigruda. Like, it's literally, like, I think you can't play the deck without Tef.
Yeah,
pretty clearly, but, like, Lotus Field is a 3-drop, right.
Well, that's fair, and I mean, you often play 2-drops on 3, but whereas going with this is, I'm not sure it punishes much to play the island here. Like, I suspect we should play island.
Sure.
Because, for example, like, let's say they Sylvan Scrying. I would really like to counter that.
Yeah.
And I just don't...
Or even, like, Impulse, right?
Yes. And I know this was, like, slow down my expensive stuff, but I just think always having counter magic up is going to be pretty valuable. Like, I think it'll be fine. Also, we might just draw an untapped 4th land, in which case our problems disappear.
Sure.
So, like...
If they... How are we gonna counter the spell?
I think disruption.
One disruption. Yeah, okay.
So this is actually, by the way, an important lesson for chat. If you're playing blue-white Lotus Field or straight-up blue-white control, and you're playing against the Lotus Field deck, just literally counter every scrying. Never don't counter Sylvan Scrying. Your algorithm is much closer to it moves, it gets countered, than you're holding it for the good ones. Ooh, nice. Okay, I want to play this now, I think.
That makes sense.
You know, Greg, I think there is a chance this game ends via timeout.
I see.
We'll attempt to race our opponent timing out.
Nice.
If it comes down to it. Love to race my opponent's timing out. You know, that's fine. They want to spend yeah, that's probably fine.
I think it's okay, right?
If they want to spend another full turn doing that, then I counter it the next time seems really, really devastating.
Yeah, it is a little awkward because then we'll take our whole turn off too, but I think it's fine.
I know, but I just think we are progressing fast.
Yeah, and hey, Envy Goblin, welcome to the stream and thanks for the follow. Also, if that should definitely be on the bingo square.
Okay, I want to play this untapped.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Greg mispronounces the name of someone who follows. While thanking them for a follow.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't think I'd agree with that either. It's harder than it looks when I had to cover for...
Yeah, especially because it's like on the screen and there's a bunch of other stuff.
So I think I want to just veto.
Okay.
I think I would like the Sylvan Scrying to stop.
Yeah.
But it's a little complicated whether that's right. Like, I don't know
Oh no, I have to say something mean!
It's a savage Greg says something mean angle.
Ugh, brutal. Ooh, now you have to match my enthusiasm.
Oh, God damn it. What should I play? See, I don't know if we'll end up countering anything. I think I should just play Castle.
Okay. And leave up almost
everything?
Deluge, yeah.
Well, probably Deluge, but yeah.
By enthusiasm, you want anger. Well, oh, you want me to say something mean, and then you want Andrew to match it?
Well, that's not very difficult.
Yeah.
I would say that, like, passionate fury is really in my range.
Okay, I would like to say something mean about the television show The Ultimatum.
Oh, no. All right. That plays.
It's garbage. And everyone involved with it is bad. And people who watched the first season, I judge them. Including you, Zach, if you're still here. I judge you. I'm only won over by the Queer Love Edition.
Saying something mean about the Ultimatum is homophobic. God. Tom, that's a savage comment.
It's true. It's true.
Oh, man. Good work, everyone. Good work.
Okay, now you have to, like, match my enthusiasm about saying something mean, but since you're matching my enthusiasm, you have to be, like, really upset about it. You have to be like, oh no, I have to say something mean! And then you can say something mean.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm not sure. I need a little prep time.
Andrew has to say something really nice. Like, as nice as what I said mean.
Yeah, but
that was far from my meanest mean thing.
Some of Greg's mean things are, like, legit mean. I don't know.
Desecrate pride. Oh no.
Opponent is seeing a lot of cards.
Yeah.
I mean, it's weird. I sort of feel like he got punished for choosing to veto over the Gust. But I also think it might have been right.
Yeah.
Because, like, I do think I would have just countered Lotus Field next time. But that, like, they both found the Lotus Fields and then went off in a way that so far has not involved a green spell.
Yeah.
Is bad. But also, I'm not sure that this goes anywhere without an ultimate at some point. I mean, if they naturally drawn Lear or something, I guess that'd be bad. But
that would be quite bad, yeah.
But it's not that easy. Nobody say the Tristan quote, chat. Nobody say the Tristan quote. Don't say it. It's cursed. God damn it, Sam.
It's okay. They're casting Ultimatum.
Well, maybe.
Or, I guess, Thought Distortion?
Maybe. I mean, I think Thought Distortion, as it often is quite recoverable, actually. But, yeah, I mean, our opponent is also going to time out, is the other thing. Matthias is right. Also, hello, Matthias. So, like, I don't know that anything matters at this rate of play.
You could win as Lotus Field with 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock.
I think I could, yes, but I'm not sure I could do so through a Gust, though.
Yeah.
Like, a Gust is definitely more harmful, given the clock situation. Also, I don't need clear chat. I'm not going to do anything, like, I'm not going to perform any nonsense here in order to improve our opponent's odds of timing out. I'm just going to let them kind of naturally go to that good night.
If I had to rank ultimatums by how garbage they were, great question. Oh yeah, the Bant ultimatum is the most garbage, followed by the straight season of the reality TV show The Ultimatum, followed by, let's see, what are some other not very good ultimatums? Like the Naya one's pretty fun. I feel like that one's not garbage. Okay, it's time for me to do a quick scryfall.
All right.
Brilliant Ultimatum. That's, oh yeah, Clarion, Straight Season, Brilliant, Eerie, Queer Love Edition, Ruinous, Emergent, Titanic Inspired, Cruel. I think I got them all.
When I take Castle Veto, I don't know. I just think it's pretty unlikely they go off from this point where they just like no cards. But maybe I should have been more respectful of it. The second Audemars to play tap was definitely an experience, though. I wasn't prepared for the second Audemars to play tapped. Yeah, I don't really think we need to end their turn. I think we can just hang out.
Nice. Ooh, another stream bit mentioning Cleveland.
Oh my god. Mentioning Cleveland is definitely gotta be an Argento. I do hate mentioning Cleveland. It's really not my favorite. If I were to rank all of our stream bits by the amount that I personally enjoy them, Cleveland would not rank high. Also, if I'm going to cast Upsurge here, I'm going to counter it.
Uh-huh.
Which is nice. Okay, well, I'm going to counter that too, but
yeah.
Differently.
Uh-huh, that's fine.
Yep, and I remain undefeated in the matchup, despite being very defeated in game ones.
Nice.
Yeah, so...
I predict we would have won that game had it kept going. They were pretty out of gas.
Oh, no, we were going to... Yeah. I do not believe the clock was incredibly relevant.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if everyone had played differently, they could have won. It didn't seem like everybody was playing the tightest either, but I don't think the clock was actually important.
Also, that is really cute. That you can let the ultimatum resolve and then end the turn.
That actually is often a good play because you make them exile bullets, which means the next ultimatum is less impactful.
Yeah.
I was mostly just thinking, like, I can name cards that I can't counter that would be annoying, such as, like, Leer and Thought Distortion.
So if something is on the stack and the turn ends, they go to exile?
They get exiled.
Okay, cool.
I don't really know why that's how it works, but that certainly is how it works.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree that games, like, this is now the second time we've played this on stream, and it's just, like, all the games have felt pretty easy.
Yeah, like
all the non-game one games. All the
game one is heinous, but yeah, like I don't know if this deck is legitimately like if you're playing this deck and your opponent sits down and is playing Combo Lotus Field, I don't really know how you're supposed to feel.
Yeah,
I mean, admittedly, like I can tell you just like, oh hey me,
hi me.
Like mathematically, the bar of how good your match needs to be be a favorable matchup with an unwinnable game one is pretty high.
Sure,
but. I don't know. I can imagine winning a weird game one where, like, they stumble a bunch and you eventually get discontinuities going.
Yeah.
Like, it's not very easy, but, like, you know, it's probably, like, 30%, not, like, 15%.
I mean, we did multi-4, and there was an out for us to win the game at some point.
I know. We weren't actually that dead.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is an example of hand I'm not sure of.
Right.
Because this hand isn't very good at doing the thing, but it's not, like, heinous at it. Like, we have an impulse.
Yeah.
Oh,
thanks for the gift sub, Nee. Like, my instinct is to keep, but I do see what you're saying. That we're a ramp deck and this does no ramping.
Like...
And hey, Resto Kiki, welcome to the stream, and thanks for the follow.
Like, I think I want to keep this, but I also think there's a chance if I played, like, 100 matches with the deck, I would know that this was a maul.
Sure.
I'm very unconfident, but I think I want to keep... I guess let's try.
Hey, Ramo811, also welcome to the stream and thanks for the follow.
I think this is a keep to learn angle, I think.
Sure.
I would like to learn more about hands with this description, and we'll see if this is a keep.
And hey, MTG Matthias, welcome to the stream and thanks for the follow. Great question about today's candle sponsor. Do you remember what it was? Golden Dynasty.
Yeah, Golden Dynasty.
Golden Dynasty. All right. We have another candle gifted to us by friend of the stream, Linda Ellenbogen, aka Andrew's mom. Huge shout out to Andrew's mom. This is from the Golden Dynasty brand of scented candle, which proudly advertises that their candles promote health, love, and pleasure. So today's stream is all about health, love, and pleasure. And it is a French vanilla scented candle. And a pretty strong French vanilla at that one. Ooh, no, the candle sponsor has been changed. But I want you to know I only have these two, so if someone changes it again, we're going back to the other one. Anyway, now we're going to have this nice green mango and no more health, love, or pleasure. Yep.
None of those things.
None of them.
Unlucky, good beats.
We're going to go to this green mango and pomelo candle from Target's Threshold brand, which may or may not cause burns or lacerations. This is because I was with someone and they mentioned pomelo the other day, and I only knew what pomelo was because of this candle.
Okay, so I think I'm not going to pick stage here, even though I understand that could burn us in the future.
Sure.
Mostly I just think having blue, and white guaranteed off the irrigated farmland seems better to me.
That makes sense. Also, is this probably Zoomer Drakes?
It's probably Zoomer Drakes, yeah. I assume all my blue-red opponents have Zoomer Drakes these days.
What's pomelo? It is like a citrusy fruit.
I'm going to main phase this because Zoomer Drakes plays 4 Spell Pierce.
Okay.
And I don't want to get got by that, so I just think making sure this spell is good. Ooh, Hollow Fountain. Nice. Let's take that.
Sure.
And I mean, we are just playing as fair blue-white right now, but it might be okay. Alright, so what's happening here if they pass the turn... Well, maybe they're not going to pass the turn. But if they pass the turn... Oh. Well, in this case, because they're missing lands.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's play stage and pass.
Oh, I'm not a ghost anymore. That's true.
Because I think they could have, like, want to spell pierce us into a burn spell to trigger the connive.
I see.
So I want to wait to... I don't want to, like, play into that. Like, I get that we can main phase the Wimp or whatever, but that seems pretty bad.
Yeah. I was only Invisible Greg for one stream, then I got trapped in an alternate dimension up there. But now I'm back in the System Magic Studio.
So I want to take for the same reason and wait till their end step to do anything, I think. I mean, we could try to settle, but I actually really don't want to give them a land.
Yeah.
So...
And we can just end of turn Wimp. Yeah, but of course Brian can't believe we cut the finale. It was the best card. Thanks, Brian.
I certainly agree that it's best for some sets of goals.
Okay, like having something to sideboard out?
Yeah, that's a good set of goals for it.
Have you considered that it was a mythic rare?
Alright, well, I guess we win now.
Classic literally won every game it was cast in.
You don't pull your ace. That's a nice description. Alright, well, our opponent is going to expend 2 Fire Impulses to loot. You know?
And deny us 2 life.
We sure are going to deny 2 life.
What would we say Blitz of the Thunder Raptor does?
It deals a bunch of damage to things. It's like a Crackling Drake smacks you in the face.
Okay, can it hit players?
No.
Okay.
But it can hit Planeswalkers. It exiles things it kills.
Yeah.
And it also does not count the exile zone, so it's a little different than Crackling Drake hits you in the face. But it's roughly a Crackling Drake hits you in the face.
Sure.
So I definitely want to plus this. And I think just play this tapped and pass. I could, like, force through this.
Nah, I think I like play it tapped and pass.
Wait, maybe I should force it
Actually,
through.
yeah, force it through.
Because, like, if I find, like, Lotus Field or something, I can, like, get it down now. I have a nice turn. Okay, well, I could find basically garbage, but...
I would take Igandro, right?
Like a Doomscar and Igandro? Or...
Wait, what if we take Igandro, Hallowed Fountain?
Oh, you just don't even want it. That's reasonable.
We don't
I'm
really
down.
need this Doomscar.
Yeah, I'm down for that. So, to your comment, though, I love Azurius, look, if you're concerned about this deck is how good it is when you don't draw Lotus Field, can I interest you in the blue Sylvan Scrying?
Ooh, nice.
Please disregard the fact that I've Sylvan Scrying twice and yet to find Lotus Field.
Do you want to farewell?
I'm pretty interested, I think. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I think we just do it. Wait, I have another line.
Impulse? Love it.
I think we should hard cash Shark Typhoon.
Love it. For chat. This is for you, chat.
Well, I don't think it's for chat. I think it's just the right play.
No, it's for
chat.
chat.
I think
you
make
have
it
to tell them it's for chat. So when it's a wrong play, we can say, we already did it for you once, you know? It's for you, chat.
Yeah, I think I should make a 2/2 here. I get they can kill it and kill Wandering Up or whatever, but I think that's just life.
Yeah.
Also, they've already spent 2 of their Fire Impulses, and they want to loot some away. Like, how many do they have really have left, you know?
Sure. Maybe it should be, for a lot of channel points, hard cast a Shark Typhoon.
Well, again, here I think it's right. Like, our situation here is, like, we're winning, but we want to, like, slam the door.
Yeah, I predict now we will not be, farewelling next turn. We could farewell the next turn and not pick enchantments.
Yes.
In fact, I think it's pretty likely we do that, but...
No, I think that's pretty plausible. Or we could just like really show on the Fable, wait for the Fable to flip.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, That's right. That's exactly what I said. Yeah.
Oh, I apologize. I misunderstood.
I do like that. That's another stream bit. One of us says something and the other says makes the exact same suggestion.
So, Bob and Cheese, I played the Rakdos Sack matchup a bunch actually because the deck's very popular online right now. I've beaten it more than half the time. Not always. Rakdos Sack's a good deck. They have a fast clock. They have a plan. They have thoughts. It's not like an unlosable matchup, but I've usually...
Can we talk about how the Samurai token was in our hand for a minute?
Yeah, that's normal.
Nice. And hello, welcome for the follow. I was too distracted by the Moto bug to catch your username, but thank you for the follow.
Okay, I want to play this, I think.
I do too.
And then just pass.
Yep.
So here, this turn, by the way, our goal is to bait our opponent into using their Spell Pierce that they have.
Okay.
Because if we just untap in Farewell modes, we're just going to get Spell Pierce. That's just going to happen. So we need...
all modes except killing Shark Typhoon.
Right. So we need to figure out a way to get them to use it. So like one thing I was thinking is like if they attack, well then I think Flashback Deluge.
Okay.
And I think the Flash Deluge is going to draw the counter spell.
Sure.
Is the point of it, right? And if it doesn't, that's fine. And also, even if it does, they also have to kill the shark.
Yeah.
So, like, it seems pretty good, right? Notably, for anyone unfamiliar with this interaction, the shark will only be 4/4. But that's okay.
I was unfamiliar with that interaction.
Well, you see, the thing about this is that Memory Deluge's mana value is still 4.
Yeah.
Nice. Just as planned. I mean, maybe they are going to then just kill my shark, but that's fine. Oh, yes. Look at how baited they are. And the best part about this, by the way, my absolute favorite part is we got our Memory Deluge out of the yard.
Ooh. So now we can hit yards without feeling bad?
Oh, wait. Now we should probably do this, right?
Because so we can also impulse?
And it plays on Spell Pierce. It's just like right if they do or don't have it.
Oh, right.
Like if they we get to impulse if, you know. So it just seems better. The weird thing, if you glimpse them around a bunch of tokens in your deck, but they're still supposed to be in your deck while you resolve the Warp World part. Wait. What? That's... Exact... That's very interesting. I've never thought about before, but I will not think about it now.
Yeah.
Alright, you know, I think we're going to manage to beat this Crackling Drake.
I think so too. But it's so big. It
is very big. One funny thing, by the way, is that Strict Proctor gets Crackling Drake, which is kind of funny.
That's true.
It's come up for me a number of times in this matchup. For the record, I have usually won this matchup, although Spell Pierce is very good against this, obviously. Tef, I think?
I think Tef.
Yeah, I mean,
we could play a second hard-casted Shark Typhoon for chat.
I don't think we should do that over Tef. I mean, Tef's very good. Any Tefs? Any 5/5 sharks?
Nice.
So, do you want to tuck Crackling Drake?
Not really.
Well, I'm just wondering how we lose, but I guess we're also... It's also 5 damage short. Yeah. I probably shouldn't worry about it.
And we have Chump Block, and we can make another...
Oh, yeah, and we
cast Settle, we'll get another... They have to answer,
It's impossible, you're right. I'm off it.
Yeah.
I'm off it upon curse reconsideration.
Yeah.
I am going to hold this Odawar in my hand. I think it's very unlikely that we end up channeling it, but you never know.
Yeah. What makes this deck Zoomer? It's just that lots of Zoomers like it.
The answer, Colum, is the deck was invented by Isaac Bullwinkle and friend of the stream and official systematic word guy, Levy. So they made the deck, and they are both Zoomers. So I've been calling it Zoomer Drakes. Now, I believe they originally called the deck SPF, which is a very complicated inside joke. But
could you help get some of us on the inside?
All right, so SPF stands for Spell Pierce Fable, but also SPF is a sunscreen amount.
That part I knew.
Wait, but do you see the connection? So the deck famously doesn't play Arclight Phoenix, which is like, so you're like...
You're avoiding the sun.
You're avoiding the sun.
Okay, yeah.
Right. And then also, wait, I'm not done. I also believe part of the joke is that it also sounds kind of like as BF, also known as Sam Bankman-Fried, convicted founder of the crypto exchange.
Really a lot of deep cuts on this one.
So that's my understanding. Now, I'm not a zoomer, so I may have missed some angles of the joke, but that's my full understanding of the joke.
I appreciate quite how many angles the thing had.
Okay, let's do this.
It kind of reminds me of the Pioneer deck, blue-white angles, which also has a lot of angles.
Oh, also, unrelatedly, just for the record, I found this card to be very good in this matchup.
Yeah.
Because often their plan is just to, like, finesse a way to get one Crackling Drake hit in, and you're just having a 4-mana card that's like, no Crackling Drakes this turn, I don't care if you copy with Fable, I don't care what happens, it's gone, is really valuable, I think.
Yeah.
Ooh, a nice little Lotus Field. I think we should just Lotus Field, right?
Do we want to make a 6/6 and discount, or no?
I don't think we want to discount. I think we should Lotus Field and copy it and pass.
Sure.
And then we untap 6 mana. Sacking, like, a Gonjo Plains, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, we can then discount on their turn and, like, start killing them, actually. Actually, we maybe should do that. Do you want to start killing them? It might be that time.
Only if you're ready. I think chat said we might have had lethal a few turns ago, but it doesn't matter.
Alright, we can start killing them now. I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, I think with Sage that would be enough for them to know that we're Lotus Field. Also, normal blue-white doesn't play Impulse.
Yeah, I think it's pretty self-evident.
But also, like, I don't know, we have Settle. Maybe they can think we're, like, doing something real weird.
That's true, I guess.
You just want to upkeep this and
kill
them?
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, this is just onboard lethal, so...
Do we want to Otwar the Shredder? Do we want to do it now?
Yeah, we can Otwar the Shredder, sure.
I mean, I guess wait, don't do that, because now they could Spell Pierce.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Let's do it. This is fine.
Oh, yeah, you can't discount in your end steps. That doesn't work.
Okay,
or
so
you
now,
could tuck the thing.
Now we could do... No, I'm just plussing and then I'm going to announce it. I think I'm just trading Otawar for a card. And,
Sure.
Like, we're essentially casting Otawar as, like, repulse in
yeah.
that, which seems pretty worth it, I think. Wait, sorry, I should spend the Lotus Field mana.
Yep.
So this is lethal. If anything goes wrong, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right. So in this matchup, I'm actually pretty uncertain how to board. They always have Alpine Moon, and I also just like it's to be answers to Drake, so I think these are pretty good.
Sure.
Graveyard Hate does actual nothing against this deck. It's not interesting. Gust is okay. It's good to hit Fable and Drake, but I think it's ultimately just kind of not the game you want to be playing.
Okay.
For the most part.
Thought Distortion good?
I don't think so, but I'm not sure.
It's instants and sorceries, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, non-creature, non-land.
Well, yeah, everything that isn't Crackling Drake and Shredder it hits.
So it hits Fable.
But I think it's still bad.
Okay.
This I think is good though. Actually,
that makes
it can't be spell pierced.
Yeah.
And the way I generally want to sideboard in the matchup is try to make our deck like a little bit less like spell pierced vulnerable if we can. So I think maybe you want to shade on Farewell, actually.
That makes some sense.
I also think shading on Shark Type would make sense. I know it was insane there.
Yeah, but it was only insane because they were gated on mana for many turns.
Right, I think it's usually bad in the matchup. Yeah. And I get that the cycling part is kind of good, but
yeah,
I still think like that's mostly a scam.
Way to block a Drake, but yeah, that makes sense.
So I think this is how I like to sideboard in the matchup. I'm definitely still working out the sideboard plans for this deck, so like don't be shocked if I change things like radically.
Yeah. But
like this is what I've been doing, and this is what I currently like.
Yeah.
And my general plan is just work through their Fables. Like just like we did that game, find a spot where we can make them expend it.
Yeah.
And then like improvise from there. Also, I think this is another Lotusless keep. I mean, this was obviously closer because we find Lotus, it's going to be fucked up. Right. But yeah. I appreciate the live updates on the deck we're playing from Bob and Cheese in the chat. It's a nice feature. Ooh, let's play this one, I think.
Yeah.
We're going to be expending one of our lands for 2 mana as a spell, but it won't be that one.
Yeah.
Admittedly, Jawari Disruption has looked pretty good this league.
Yeah.
Maybe Kane's onto something with more disruptions, less farmlands. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I like that farmland makes both colors, though. Weirdly, the mana isn't that great because of Thespian Stage. So I guess Stage Go?
Yep. I like Stage Go.
It's the classic where deck plays no 3-drops angle.
Yeah. Although I think this Jawari Disruption is going to be cast next turn.
Or maybe I should have countered that, actually. I was F6.
I don't think so.
If I wasn't going to counter it, then F16 was brilliant to not expose the fact that you have Disruption. What is getting cast? Oh, yes. Oh, we got him. We got him, chat. Chad, it was all calculated. It was just a classic F6 to not show that we have Disruption angle.
Now draw the Lotus.
Oh god, if we draw Lotus here.
Okay. Ooh. Okay.
That's sad. Let's suspend this.
Sure. And then play a Tap Fountain.
Yeah.
Show us the Lotus. Here it is. Here's the Black Lotus that I won at MTG Summit.
So this probably has no bearing on anyone who isn't playing, who has already played their RC, which probably describes like over 90% of the people in our chat.
Yeah.
But just in case for some reason someone hasn't played their RC yet, I want to state that an open deck list, I've thought about whether it might make sense to play one Behold. So they don't just always know it's Doomscar.
I see.
But that's neither here nor there. Play this on, I guess, white. We could in theory want triple white.
Yeah.
I guess we could in theory want triple blue.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess blue.
It's a real dealer's choice angle.
Okay. Well, okay, DC, I know that, but I don't know how many people in our Twitch chat are playing the second Canadian RC.
Yeah.
I am aware of the timing of the RC. I just assume that our audience is mostly not people who are going to play that tournament. Thoughts on the Drake deck? I think it might be good. We think it's a clear improvement on Phoenix, but Phoenix is not very good, so there's like a lot of room above it, I would say.
We'll be playing it later this week at some point. Stay tuned.
Yeah, it is my intent to play it.
Dom represents all Canadians, but Dom won't be playing that tournament, right?
Well, probably will.
Isn't Dom cute already?
Well, yeah, but I assume he's just going to play for Val.
Oh, sure, okay.
Oh, no, wait, or he's not going to play for Val?
He's not allowed.
I think he's allowed. Wait, he's definitely allowed to play it. Maybe he's not going to play it, but it's like, you know, people who queue for the PT can just play the RCs. That's, oh my god, Dom, that's unhinged.
That's
but, you know.
great.
So this is another angle, by the way. I want to play this because I expect them to counter, and then we're kind of setting up our Doomscar.
Yeah, okay.
Like I think my plan next turn is to is go for another spell, then like not go for Doomscar yet, and try to get the full Val off the Doomscar.
Sure.
I mean, look, if I lived in a country that for some bizarre reason had 2 RCs, I would play both them. So you like this plan?
I think so. And we don't want to main phase because we don't want them to attack the Wimp.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. Are we gonna? If Wimp resolves, what are we gonna do with it?
I don't know that. I haven't gotten that far.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, we also could settle with the idea that, like, if settle resolves, we just won't Doomscar.
Andrew, have you considered that you should never settle?
That's true.
In life?
Oh yeah, if we want to discuss some Magic drama, I can discuss the Canadian invite controversy for my trade rate. So, do you like? I guess I think I like Wimp.
I kind of like settle.
You like settle?
Because I think it's not gonna resolve.
Okay, then we should settle if it's not gonna resolve.
I mean, maybe they will trade their 2 creatures for 2 lands. Actually,
I don't think they will.
And hey, YT, welcome to the stream and thanks for the follow.
No, I think you're right. I think we should settle.
Okay.
So, okay, the discussion where people who don't know is that Patrick Wu, who actually coincidentally
hey Nikolai,
did well with this deck. Nice. Okay, great play, Greg. We baited the dispute.
Nice.
So Patrick Wu did well with this deck, incidentally. tweeted out that basically that like he thought that like basically that Canada was getting the short end of the stick in terms of invites. But I basically think his argument was flawed on many levels. He was looking at like the ratio of people in RCs to invites, but the problem is that organizers have a lot of discretion in how they hand out invites, and face-to-face is generous with invites, which means that the RC size overruns the Canadian population. And then he also, for some reason, didn't double the invites by the fact that Canada has 2 RCs, which is very relevant because the absolute invites matter, not the invites per tournament.
Sure.
Like, invites per tournament is an irrelevant stat, essentially. So basically, his argument was very flawed. But that's the story. It's not that complicated. The funny part about it is that he has Twitter Blue for whatever reason.
Okay.
I have no idea why. But so I was having a discussion with him, and it was very challenging for me because I was giving like laconic 3-sentence responses, and then he would write like 3 paragraphs in response to each of them. And I was like, this is very unbalanced.
With Twitter Blue, there's no character limit?
Yes.
I see.
So that's the story. For anyone who's curious.
Instead of ending the turn there, you could have ended the turn.
I could have done that, yeah. Laconic is like the famous flashlight Lacan? I assume so. Okay, well, this is now definitely getting scary. Okay, well, now it's less scary. I guess we just play stage go.
Okay.
Well, what I'm scared of, to be clear, is I really don't want to lose to, I don't want to lose to Spell Pierce, but now that we can kill their Drake around Spell Pierce, we'll be fine.
Sure, we can't kill it around Dispute.
I know, but if they Dispute and get 3 more spells in the guard, I kind of think good beats.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, I don't really see what we can do about that. Yeah, he bought Twitter Blue to a knife fight, exactly. No, I was not about to pay to win. I was confident.
Okay, we could consider discounting this.
Well, okay, so let's say we discount this.
Yeah.
Alright, let's say they Spell Pierce or discount.
Yeah. Okay,
then the Spell Pierce hits the bin is 11, the Truth hits the bin is 12. We're gonna be dead this turn.
Yeah.
So if you're doing that, I basically think what you're saying is, I'm willing to bet the game they do not currently have a Spell Pierce or a Mystical Dispute. Okay. Now, to be fair, hold on.
They didn't have it.
There's 3 Spell Pierce in the bin and 2 Disputes in the bin.
Okay.
That might be a good bet.
And the term that we Doomscarred, they had 2 mana up. I guess we had 2 mana up, so Spell Pierce wouldn't have done it.
Yes. They could, in theory, with the 4 Spell Pierce. They also could... But, like...
But also if they... Oh, yeah.
I kind of think we should do it.
I think I want to discount it.
Mostly because, like, this is a, like... Okay, so, chat, this is a classic how much are we winning angle.
Yeah. The
way I feel is this game is at parity. We could easily win or lose. It's not like we're so far ahead we want to, like, not play on bullshit. And, like, our opponent having another of those things with 5 of them in the bin kind of feels like just, like, not a very likely outcome to me. A bullshit outcome.
Yeah, and them drawing 3 cards is bad.
Right, but if we do this and it works, we're like, I think at that point, winning by quite a bit.
I agree.
So I think this is just good, but it could cause us to lose the game.
Yeah.
But I just don't... This is something I think people don't do enough, is just, like, put their opponent to the test. Like, when the game is at parity, it's often right to say, like, hey, if you don't have this card right now, I'm going to be very far ahead. So...
We're so smart.
All right, great. So now we enter the turn successfully, so now I want to just pass again.
Okay.
Treasure Cruise notably still pumping the Drake from the exile zone.
True.
We might have been in trouble to dispute anyway. Yeah, I mostly just think, yeah, we should just seize our opportunity, right? That's fine. Okay, they did board in the Maze Mine Tomes.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if they would do that or not. It's reasonable, I think. They looted away a second one. Okay, I don't know what that means. It's kind of a weird thing to do, but...
And kept a land.
I am very skeptical of that place correctness. Anyway, let's play Web.
Okay. Nice.
Alright, I like where this is going. I mean, they could bounce it or something in response, but that's fine.
Yeah.
So if I impulse, they do get to connive, but like, given they discarded this, I still think I want to.
Yeah,
I mean, I think their card's good.
Well, they could draw a card in response with the Maze Mind Tome, which is a little awkward.
True. But I just also think our hand is so plugged up.
I want to impulse.
Yeah, I guess you're right. So it's probably a good connive for them, but
Right.
we should still take it.
Okay, well, they did not do that. What 3-mana card do they have?
I have no idea. Okay, well, Farewell is completely insane here. They could have Mystical Dispute, I suppose.
They could. I mean, they could have countered Wemp. Wouldn't they have countered Wemp and put us at 1?
They definitely would have.
If their card was Mystical Dispute?
I mean, I think this pick is actually pretty tough.
Because it's between Lotus Field and Farewell, right?
Yeah, but if we pick Lotus... I guess maybe I think we're supposed to start doing our thing. And just like... Yeah, I don't think they have Dispute. They should board in Moon.
But
I don't know if they
have the
did.
answer.
But we are prepared for it, yeah.
Yeah. I kind of want to take Farewell, but maybe that's insane.
I sort of just think if we take this, we're just like going to win.
Okay, let's take Lotus Field.
Like because of this.
Right. Yeah.
I think this is what we should do. I just think we're not in immediate danger.
Yeah.
Like it's like they're grinding us, and if we just assemble our engine, I think we'll start. Well, okay, immediately punished.
Punished.
But, yeah, that's fine. So I think we might want to plus this because I might prefer 3 life to a night token or 4 life to an attack from this.
Yep.
Right. I guess we can start doing our thing first.
Yeah.
So I'm going to sack. I think I'm going to sack the Hall, or maybe I'm going to sack. No, I guess I'm going to still sack 2 lands.
I think I would keep the Hall.
Yeah. Okay. And then let's plus, and then pass. And we can also march the Ledger Shredder if we got really desperate here.
Sure.
I don't think we're likely to do that.
I mean, the plan is to make another Lotus Field, right?
Right. And then we're going to untap with 9, 10, 11... Wait, yeah, 11 mana? So at that point, I just think we'll probably be able to figure it out. This is the... Yeah. Sam Sharon, I'm aware of how genius it is that Zax's range is so balanced.
Yeah.
I think that, like, Zax might be, like, top 3 percentile of anyone I know in terms of how balanced his range is. Okay, I guess we also could march... Oh, no, we can't march this. It's word 3.
Yeah.
Okay, we can march it later if we want to. They're attacking both at us. Okay, I'm pretty inclined to take that.
10 is fine. 10 is so much life.
I don't think this attack is right. I think they should have tried to kill Wemp.
I mean, I assume we're going to trade Wemp for a Leisure Shredder.
Yes, that's my intent.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they, like, post-combat kill Wemp or something, which they could easily do.
Yeah.
Okay, that didn't happen. All right, let's do that.
Nice.
And then I think I want to cast a main phase Deluge.
Yeah. Looking for, like, to Fairy, for example?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Fairy would be the best possible.
Yeah.
Okay, well, those aren't great, but they're fine.
Sure.
And then I just want to play this and say go, I think.
Do you want to play Stage?
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Let's play Stage.
Nice. I love calling it Wemp. Do other people do that?
Call it Wemp? I don't know.
Okay. Because I feel like I started doing that of my own volition. Now it's like very possible that, you know, other people do it and I heard it and I'm not remembering it, but...
Yeah. I'm legitimately
I've only heard it on this stream. Okay.
I mean, I think we may have started doing it, but I don't know if we got it from somewhere that isn't...
Yeah.
Like,
I, like, definitely have, like, thought it in my head when my opponents play the card.
Okay.
That it's Wemp, you know?
So, I think I want to end step Deluge here.
I love it.
Well, we could... Wait. We could Impulse and get +2 mana our next turn. So, it essentially costs 0.
What's the candle of the day? Great question. Okay, wait, let's decide this play, then I'll tell you about it.
I think I want to just Deluge.
Okay.
I think I don't care that much about getting even more mana. I want to, like, find cards that matter at this point. And I think if they counter it, I mean, whatever. I don't care. They have 2 cards. I'm not respecting it. Okay, well, they did. But,
it is the last Spell Pierce, notably.
I know.
Which is good to know. Today's candle sponsor is a nice green mango and pomelo candle from Target's Threshold brand. Because, recently I was hanging out with someone and they were talking about pomelo. and I only knew what it was because of the green mango and pomelo candle from Target with notes of grapefruit and peach.
Not my favorite. I mean, I guess I'll take this draw card.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to play Strict Proctor and Lotus Field.
Love that. I just had good luck with the last 2 hours of the stream. Yeah. That's pretty late. I would go till 2:30, I think. That's about as late as I'm willing to go. But
yeah, I don't know if we're going to finish this late. It seems that playing Lotus Field streams, you just basically don't get to finish your leagues.
Yeah.
And I want to pass now. I'm not afraid.
Yeah.
Well, you say wildly punished. That's sort of true, but I think we're still winning.
Nikolai, I'm so glad to hear that. I do love that chat loves the candle thing, and I assume it's only because of my contagious joy. But I assume
that chat really just, as a group, just really likes candles.
Yeah. Good point. They're not here for the magic. They're here for the candles.
Yeah. Did you think about that?
I hadn't, actually. But I also think that was a below average enthusiasm description of a candle. That one was only medium, you know?
Greg's fading.
Sometimes, well, it's because I was excited to talk about the Andrew's Mom gift candle, and I forgot that someone changed it. You've never owned a candle, and you still deeply care about the candle of the day. Yeah, love hearing that.
All right, I think I'm going to take this opportunity to cycle the farmland in response to this.
Sure.
Because if we draw Deluge, I want to we don't need to worry about Hall or March now. We're not going to do those things. Okay, that's fine. That resolves.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't love that they're drawing 3, but I also just think I think we're going to beat it. I know they have 5 cards, but
yeah,
I'm not sure how much their cards matter. Will you have a menorah for Hanukkah? Wow. Really classic Azax question. I have no answer for that.
I also have no answer for that.
Great. We will decline to answer it this time. Oh, yeah. All right.
Wait, do you want to play Tef?
Oh, wait, sorry. I meant to play Tef. I just literally misclicked. Do you think
Casual Emrakul mana?
I mean... Ooh, the Disdainful Stroke. All right.
Okay.
I mean, that happens, you know? Somehow, I think it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
And I definitely think it's worth main facing this, even though it gives them the connive, for the record. I didn't talk about it.
Oh, stage the Hall and attack for 14. That is nice. Would they?
I think we're pretty at risk of dying if we do that. I would prefer to avoid death. Why? Why is that true, Sam? I'm not sure I understand. We can't counter back. We don't play counter spells. No. Our deck does not play counter spells.
I mean, I guess maybe we, told that to our opponent. Which maybe we don't want to do, but...
I'm off it. I'm just going to play land pass now, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty worried that if we fire up... Lands involving flying up multiple halls will result in us being dead. And I just want to avoid death at all costs.
We're a ramp deck, not a control deck.
Yes, Sam, basically my opinion on this deck is almost all of the ramp and removal in this deck is bad. The only one I like is this card, and I'm not playing it because I want to, one-for-one random shit they play.
All the counters and removal. Sorry, you said ramp and removal.
Okay, counters and removal. Sorry, counters and removal is bad. I'm just playing this card to remove hate permanents like Dampening Sphere and Alpine Moon. Yes, Sam, we did board in a bunch of counter spells against the other Lotus Field deck. They're all in the sideboard. None of them are in the main. There are 0 counters in the main, and I did not board any in this matchup. Okay, that's fine. Do you think they're going to pay 2?
I don't know. Yes. They have so many ways to pay 2 to draw a card.
They really have a lot of them.
Also, we should probably start taking game actions more quickly.
Yeah, sorry. I'll start just doing stuff.
Yeah. You're good. I just forgot this was game 2, and I think we're losing, but...
I don't know if we're losing.
Okay.
But we're certainly winning less than we once were. The strokes are definitely giving us a little trouble here.
Yeah. think we're ahead. Okay.
I think it's certainly true that if either of our Deluge flashbacks resolves, we're ahead.
Yeah. Do we want to Otawara this thing?
I was planning to march this thing.
Oh, that makes sense.
But I guess Otawaring this and then marching this is fine. Marching that later. Yeah, I like that, actually. Let's do that.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to... It makes sense to try to stay to life total where one hull hit isn't lethal.
Yeah. Is
the point. And we incidentally remove all the legislator counters, which is pretty good. So, yeah. Alright. Oh, baby. Okay. Slam to Fairy. Plus. Flashback Deluge. Okay. Dreamcrawler Deluge, I think.
Sure.
Yeah.
That is the plan to march.
Well, then I want to, I think, just cast Dreamcrawler right now.
Okay.
Okay. Disruption is to be fair in my main deck. That is a reasonable criticism. I mean, I should have played that to keep a discard of this. Whatever.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
I think that was probably wrong, but I also think it's not going to matter. Our opponent has 11 cards in their deck as a follow-up to this.
Wait, do we want to end step march their thing?
I think maybe,
with
yes.
no spell pierces left in their deck?
I think we should.
I think I want to.
Yeah. X equals... whatever.
Sure.
And even if they go kill your guy, fire a Paul, that still isn't lethal.
Yep.
Fuck. Immediately punished for our play.
That's pretty bad.
I mean, it's not that bad because we can just Teferi tuck it and we win.
Oh, good point, yeah.
But it's not great.
It does make it harder to mill them if we're going to tuck a card.
I know, but that I think we'll just have to live with. They just play their Ledger Shredder second. That did not make sense, I think.
I mean, are they legitimately worried about milling?
I mean, maybe, but I don't think they should be.
Yeah.
It's also not, it's not that unbeatable, but
and hey, Connor Man, welcome to the stream, and thanks for the raid. Shout out if you're coming from Connor Man 11's stream. We're System Magic. My name's Greg. This is Andrew. We stream on this channel pretty much every weekday with a balance of limited and constructed. And yeah, we're playing some Blue-White Lotus Field in Pioneer. And things are going well.
Discontinuity settle. Sounds good.
Nice.
I could also take into Fairy, I guess, to untap my lands. That might be better. Whatever. Anyway, let's flash back another thing. Actually, let's not.
Let's not.
Let's pass. Actually, I can attack with this. If they want to trade, that's fine.
Okay. How likely is the discontinuity to resolve?
I don't know.
How many strokes do we think they have? Ooh.
We can just do that now.
I think we should do that.
Should I not choose creature? Wait, I don't know if we even should.
Okay, maybe we shouldn't.
Let's just pass.
Okay. And we want to not upkeep discount, right?
I think we can just upkeep discount, but it's fine. I guess it's fine.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna let you play.
Okay, now we discount.
Yeah.
I would like to end the turn. Sure.
Yeah, I assume that means they have another Disdainful Stroke in their deck, which means they're pretty likely to hit it. Off to 2 opts.
I mean, maybe. I think there is very few real cards at this point.
Yeah.
Also, if they counter it, again, we're not losing.
Yeah. Nice.
All right.
Ooh, that's nice.
Well, I'm watching clock.
Yeah.
That's the only way we can lose this game. Our opponent can no longer beat us. Only the clock can.
Oh, nice.
All right, so let's fire this up.
Yep.
It's time.
Yep.
Play this F6, and then we're going to attack and untap lands. I can still untap lands when I'm F6'd.
Yep, and you can still attack while you're F6'd. And hey, Mana Treasures, welcome to the stream and thanks for the follow. We are trying to hit Twitch partner, and the biggest variable right now is follower count, so we really, really, really appreciate the followers right now. And thanks, Gilly15, welcome to the stream and thanks for the follow also.
Okay, now I deny them the Scry one. Now it's been exiled.
Yep.
Gotta get him with the deny the Scry one.
And hey, Billowford84, also welcome to the stream and thanks for the follow. Who knew? If I just ask for stuff, maybe they'll give it to me.
Classic.
Lol.
Alright.
And hey, Sushi Laser, welcome to the stream and thanks for the follow. This is fun.
Plus. Alright.
Oh, do you want to make one of the thespian stages a hall?
Not worth the clicks.
Okay. Nice.
I don't know what you want. I'm in deep garbage time. It's not worth the clicks.
Classic not worth the clicks. Love it. Oh, they're at 2.
Yeah. Okay, we can play this and say oh whatever. I'm gonna discount them again and they should die. I can also flashback on the deluge if I want to, but I'm not even gonna bother. It's not worth the clicks.
And hey, Bolts Smash, welcome to the stream and thanks for the follow.
Oh, oops, I let them draw. Whatever. Didn't mean to do that.
God, it would be very funny if we died because, I mean, I know we have like 8 million ways to stop them from killing us, but...
Oh yeah, there's no way for us to die. I mean, I can only time out is the only way for us to die. At this point, I'm going to tuck this as it's a blocker. And
attacking with Hall actually doesn't matter that much because they'll just block with their Hall.
Yes.
Okay.
Good night.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow night for our last March of the Machine draft. Until Lord of the Rings comes out.
Whew.
Woo! 1 whole minute to spare.
Yeah.
We should have
tight raising at the clock, but an easy victory. Okay, we gotta at least get.
And Kate Grasto, welcome to the stream and thanks for the follow. Yeah, let's definitely. I'm definitely in for 1 more. I might even be in for 2 more.
I mean, okay. Again, I really like this deck. So,
also, if you count our 3-0 from last time and the 2-0 here, we've now 5-0 to league with the deck.
That is true.
Nice.
Wait. I had a clever thing to say. Oh yes, yes. Okay. Here's a description of this deck that actually comes from friend of the stream Jesse that I thought was very accurate.
Okay.
Here's what playing blue white Lotus. Here's what playing blue white Lotus Field is like.
Yeah.
You look at your hand, it looks like shit. You look at the deck, you're like, it looks like shit. You're like, I have no idea how anyone could ever win a game with this deck. Then you easily 2-0 your opponent, and that's every match.
Nice.
That's the experience of playing blue white Lotus Field.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't look good, but it just wins.
Yeah.
A lot.
Also, I realized I don't think you ever matched my enthusiasm. You want to say that again, but like a little more excitedly?
All right. So here's the thing about Blue White Lotus Field. You look at your hand, it looks like shit. You look at your deck, it looks like shit. Then you win every match 2-0 very easily. How was that?
Great. Hey, Nuke Draco, welcome to the stream and thanks for the follow. And it would have been great if you were just like, it's a bit like Charmander, which I think maybe, Nikolai, you're misremembering the bit because it is a bit like Charmeleon is the bit, but describing Dex as being like Charmander is pretty funny.
All right.
Enthusiasm is all about speed and spittle.
Ooh, this hand's a sneep.
Nice.
Look at this. The guaranteed Lotus Field, the Blue Sylvan Scrying, and Strict Proctor. Yeah. How do we ever lose?
I think you saw one of us at Atlanta a while back and couldn't remember your name, so you didn't say anything. Oh, it would have been for future reference if you ever come up and you're like, hey, I think I've watched your stream, but I don't remember your name. That would make me very happy.
Yeah, that plays.
You messed up the bait, you're ashamed. Hey, Super Jewish, welcome to the stream and thanks for the follow. Oh my god, we're getting so many follows.
Yeah, if that's secretly Ben Friedman, nice username, but I don't think it is. Okay, I'm gonna play this now, actually.
Sure.
Because I think it's the same matchup, and I don't want it to get pierced.
Yeah.
Lotus Field?
Aw. That's right, we have Impulse.
Yeah, we'll just wish for more wishes.
That's Lotus Field.
It is Lotus Field at home.
Uh-huh. This deck is a bit like Oddish, and I will not elaborate. See, I feel like that's a Pokemon that, like, makes sense when you say it's... You need, a more unhinged answer. Like, you know, this deck is a bit like Graveler, you know?
Classic Thing in the Ices. Oh, I maybe should just foretell this.
Are we scared of Thing in the Ice?
Not that scared. No, I should probably just Impulse. You're right. I'm being a fool.
Yeah.
If we find Lotus Field, it would just paid off so heavily. Alternatively, there's this.
Like we could take Otawara.
Otawa's potentially very good.
Yeah.
I think we probably should take it.
Okay.
It's a little awkward because we might just end up playing as a land, but I also just think if we end up playing as land, all right, so be it.
Porygon is a great description. Rayquaza and Primal Kyogre, I feel like both have meanings. They're like really strong Pokemon, you know?
Yeah, like the main thing I associate Rayquaza with is just being like at the time of its release, it was just like one of the most busted Pokemon ever made.
Right.
And I don't know how it's aged, but like, oh no, this is actual Phoenix. Wow.
But it also just has like vibes of being the most busted Pokemon ever, you know?
Yeah, I agree with that. Well, against actual Phoenix means we're much less against Spell Pierce. They have very few Spell Pierces.
Yeah.
I think we just play land go.
Okay.
Because now I'm not like quaking my boots about Spell Pierce anymore.
Sure.
Also, if they Spell Pierce our Deluge here, I'm not sure how sad I'd even be.
This deck is Gardevoir. I think EX is a thing. Although, to be fair, I've played all the recent Pokemon games, and I don't know what that means, but I think it's a card game thing.
Wait. Oh, wait. No, wait. I have what this is.
Okay.
See, this deck is a bit like Shadow Tag Wobbuffet.
I see.
It looks very derpy, but it's very good.
I see.
I think Shadow Tag Wobbuffet is actually an excellent comparison. If I toot my own horn. But if anyone understands the reference I'm making, it's very clever.
Wow, we don't even need to play against Spell Pierce. There's no way they have it.
Well, I mean, they just have less. They have like 2 or something. How do you feel about Slam Taff?
I like Slam Taff. Are we gonna tuck or are we gonna draw?
Tuck, yeah.
Okay.
I think I like the idea of just Slam Taff, tuck their thing, and then like they can't even kill the Taff necessarily. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then they can't even necessarily kill the Taff because.
And I guess if they do the thing and make some Phoenixes, like.
If they make a Phoenix and kill Taff, I don't think it's even that bad for us.
Yeah. I still want a unhinged answer. You know, like the thing about this deck is it's a bit like Flabébé, you know?
What do you mean? What Pokemon is that?
I don't know. It's some fairy type from a later generation. But it's a bit like this deck, you know?
Alright. Greg just hits me with it's some fairy type from a later iteration. That was off the Galvanic iteration they just took. Okay, so they have these cards.
Like, trust me, if you know what it's like to play Blue-White Lotus Field, you know what the Pokemon Flabébé is like.
That makes sense. The biggest thing is that it's a lot like a Caesar salad.
Floatzel is pretty unhinged.
Oh no, I thought Floatzel was
really
like
random.
Comparison.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Caesar salad is also a great Pokemon for it to be a bit like. Hard cast.
I mean, I think it's right?
Yes.
So, because I don't really know how they're gonna beat this. Like, I guess they could. Well, wait a minute. Wait, we should actually think. Hold on.
Oh, they could wait because they have 3 Phoenixes in the yard.
If their turn next turn is something like oft time walk.
Ooh.
We could like be dead.
Especially with the Galvanic iteration.
We probably cannot.
It's probably not worth it.
We could just be dead at a game we're winning. Like, I don't want to do that. I think what I should do is foretell Doomscar, pass, and tap the lanes.
Have you considered that chat wants us to play it? The weird-looking skull Pokemon that hits people with a femur, Marowak or Cubone?
Yeah, I'm terrified.
Okay,
I'm not doing it. As a follow-up to this about this situation, something that people should be aware of is you actually can foretell in your end step after untapping lands.
That's true.
Which is, I think, an oft-forgotten aspect of the mechanic. It's very weird that it's not sword speed, but it is your turn.
I hope they don't time lock us here.
Well, I think it's fine as long as they attack with other phoenixes.
Oh, good point. Cubone, Cubone. Or its evolved form, Marowak, or its evolved form's regional variant, Alolan Marowak.
Oh, I love some nice Alolan Marowak. Clearly, that is best Marowak. Like, come on, who leaves back some of the phoenixes here, right? Like, that would just be ridiculous.
I mean, no one plays Settle. Settle's not even stock in this deck yet.
It's not. I think it should be. I really like it, but...
I mean, sometimes we define stock, but...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, if this gets countered, I will look really stupid. But if it doesn't, we'll probably win the game.
Yeah.
How would you like all of your phoenixes to
Some people
enter the
mean
exile
Cubones
zone?
are Charmanders that lost their mom. Nice! 7 cards in hand, not a problem. You can't win. Yeah. I mean, I assume this is a reference to most people thinking Cubones are baby Kangaskhans that lost their mom, but, you know, it's still nice.
So this, I think, is supposed to be a Thought Distortion matchup. I'm not sure. Maybe it's not. Maybe it still isn't. It's weird. The time walk makes it better in some sense because like they're actually building up to something. That's
Well, we don't know they have the time walk.
No, they do. Phoenix always plays it.
Oh, they always play it. Okay.
It's like building up to something that's actually scary. But I guess we can also just farewell them or what have you.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not that good. I think these are actually bad, by the way.
That makes sense. Do we want Veto to counter back?
I don't think so. I think
Okay.
I think mostly that's not the game we're playing. It's kind of my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, I know it's great out of Lotus. See, that's why I'm not sure if it's good or not. Because I know it's good out of Lotus combo, but I don't know if it's good out of our deck.
Yeah.
I'm worried the context is just too different, but I'm not sure.
You play one?
But I also might want this because they might have Alpine Moon, the same reason.
Oh, good point.
And you can just like pay 5 to exile Phoenix. I understand
Yeah,
this isn't sexy, but my
sure.
Plus
Do
this.
you want both of them?
Well, I sort of do, but at this point I didn't know what to cut.
Yeah.
Like the situation is right. Like okay, it's banned to cut these cards.
Yep.
In any matchup.
Yep.
It seems pretty banned to cut. Okay, actually, let me increase the list slightly.
Yeah.
It's banned to cut any of this.
Well,
basically.
except against Lotus Field.
Yeah.
Cut Starch Proctor.
So like these cards seem good to me.
I agree.
Like I could shave an impulse, but that seems like I'm saying my deck is misconstructed and I don't know what to cut. I think I'm just gonna board in one because I have room for it. And if I see Alpine, I'm gonna board in the second one.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm not sure they always play Alpine. See, the thing is, the Zoomer Drake's deck, the lists are very unified.
Yeah.
I know the list and I know they play Alpine Moon, so
Sure.
I always end up board in.
Yep.
Here I don't know. Yeah, our Summons Grinding sure did miss last game. It was very unlucky. I think I'm willing to keep this. It's kind of clunky, but I think it's fine.
Okay, it fits your description of you look at a hand and think, how could this ever possibly win?
Yeah, and then you easily 2-0 your opponent. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No cuts,
No
only
cuts,
ads.
only ads.
I want to say that's precisely my deck building philosophy. That's how people end up playing these 80 card no Yorion decks in Modern.
This is how Dom Harvey, you know.
Well, Dom Harvey, it's always just like half a meme. Oh.
Woohoo!
All right. Hollow Fountain tapped pass. Right?
Wait.
Oh no, wait.
We have discontinuity.
I know we need 2 mana.
Oh, right.
What do you mean? Yeah.
Right.
But actually, I think we should actually play Castle.
To put the fear of God into them?
Because our opponent might counter our discount.
Sure, okay.
So if they counter the discount, then I want to have the Hollow Fountain back, is
That
the
makes
idea.
sense. Inside you, there are 2 wolves. One is a meme. Inside the Systemagic hosts, there are 4 wolves and 3 are memes.
Oh my god. Oh. Well, now I just want to play this. That's Spell Pierce Immune.
Yep. They could, like, opt fiery thing.
No, they can't. There's no responding to, like, once it's in play, it's in... We get the trigger's countered, right? This card is not vulnerable to Fatal Push or Fire. That's one of the things I like about the deck, is that, like, although you play a 2-mana creature...
Yeah.
Cheap Creature removal just isn't good against your deck.
Right. And notably, you should wait to play your Strict Proctor until you can Lotus Field. Not always, but like almost always. Wow!
To be fair, these draws where you have Strict Proctor and Lotus on 2 and like a bunch of gas, I think your deck is almost unbeatable.
Yeah.
Like like seriously, we're gonna untap and slam this Dream Trawler. If they don't have the same stroke, they immediately lose.
Yes.
If they have the same stroke, the next turn we can play Teferi with Spellpierce backup.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, it's gonna be really, really hard.
And yes, Nikolai, that is why Strict Proctor is in the deck. Opponent was tilted already.
I think they were tilted already. I think Game 1 tilted them because they didn't play on Unsettled Wreckage, which is a card that nobody plays. Yeah. And they lost to it horribly.
Sure.
But...
I mean, it is a bit of a random hate bear. Like, it does do some stuff. Like, against stock green, it stops some triggers and, like, yeah.
Well, it's good against stock green. It's actually brutally effective against Convoke, funnily enough.
Nice.
Because Convoke, like, I understand that, like, they can Convoke their guy and then pay 2, but it turns out it's really hard for them to do that with a lot of their best draws.
Yeah.
And against the Burning Tree version, which is about half of them out there.
Sure.
Burning Tree also gets owned.
Yeah.
Which is a problem.
You can make 2 mana to get 2 mana, which is silly. Yeah.
And Reckless Bushwhacker is basically uncastable. Because, like, going spell into Reckless into pay 2 is hideous. Right. It also has Inspector Epic. Usually they're going to play those on 1. Yeah. But if they keep some hand where, like, they need to find the artifacts, but they have the Gleeful Sabotage against that too, like, I watched friend of the stream Max Magnuson play Convoke in a RCQ against this deck, and, like, the game, as I would describe it, is his opponent played Strict Proctor on turn 2, just, like, slammed it because there's no fear in the matchup. Sure. And he lost. Wow. Like, he had a good draw. He was about to untap and go, like, Burning Tree into, like, Max Loft or something. Yeah. And he stares at his Burning Tree in his Loft. He's like, I can't do anything, land go. And then, like, what am I going to do? Convoke this out and put counters on nothing? And I don't even get that great attacks until 1-3? Like, it was disgusting. Yeah. Aetherize is a nice cut, Nikolai. Yeah, it does hit Bloodtooth Harvester. That's a bit of a fiction. Just because, like, I don't know. You're not going to run it out on 2. Usually it's already in play, like, yeah. Well, the problem is, even if you're on the play, you're not going to run out the 1-3 against Rakdos because they can just kill it. You want to wait till you have the Lotus Field. Yeah. So... I assume we have to mulligan this. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Even if this were an island and we were on the draw, it might be a mull, but on the play with this being a stage, there's no way. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Tuck farmland? Yeah, I think the farmland. It's definitely a little interesting, but I think the farmland. Oh, it also owns cat. That's not irrelevant. Ooh, that's true. It's very hard for them to pay 2 per cat trigger. So in practice, my experience with the card is it makes cat not do anything. I mean, if people are wondering, I think the card you'd most... Like, obviously, it's hard to say whether the best card in this deck is Lotus Field or Strict Proctor, but, like, it's definitely between those two. Yeah. The games you have either of them, your deck is just so smooth. Farmland? Yep. What does Seachrome Coast mean? Spirits? It could mean the mirror, but they're experimenting with a mana base. It could mean spirits. Okay. The mana base in this deck, I think, is very open interpretation. I have seen some lists with Coast. Okay. Blue-white doesn't play Coast. It does not. I think just play this. Yeah. The idea of Coast, like, in this deck is that you sack lands with Lotus Field, so your Coast is better. Right. Oh, I'm going to counter anything that moves here. Oh, yeah, that sure moves. I don't know what it means about their deck, but we don't want that to happen. It's funny, I almost said fairies by accident instead of saying spirits, but, you know, there's a fairy. Yeah. We just have the fairy, if you will. So, I haven't played it... Oh, okay. Our opponent has put Errant and Giada. Both of them. So, I mean, I think we just foretell and slam Lotus Field the naked, right? Like, that seems pretty good. I think so. We're gonna draw Stern Proctor next turn 1,000,000%. Yeah, I know that might happen if it does good beats. Like, I think my intent is just to play the stage and then copy our field to play on soft counters, but... And also try to wait for more stuff for the Doomscar. Sure. I mean, they're going to, like, flash a bunch of stuff in, right? Probably. Yeah, but, okay. I mean, does that change anything? Oh, I've seen this deck. You might be right that it's that deck. Okay, well, they didn't play anything, and that's fine. Very weird. I mean, like, I assume their deck is... What is in their hand? They have 3 cards. And a top of the library. Okay, they didn't attack either. Oh, they're because of Wemp. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's copy Lotus Field.
Yeah.
I mean, we're better at doing nothing than they are. Like, what are they going to do if I slam Tef legit? Like, they can't spell pierce it or whatever.
They can't spell queller it.
They can't queller it.
They can't pierce it either, yeah. Okay.
Like, I mean, they could have the counter unless you pay 3 with a spirit.
But they just have to pay full price. We've seen 2 creatures that aren't spirits.
Yeah, I think we should slam it.
I want to slam it.
It's hard for me to name the card that punishes us, and I have a magic rule for life, which is if you can't name what punishes you, slam. Don't play around undefined, vague concerns.
Yeah. Though, to be fair, our opponent played the card Errant and Giada. They could have some weird cards.
I know. But I'm going to make them show me those weird cards, and then I'll play around them. Okay, well, it's plus.
Yeah.
I mean, they could flash into the Udin response or something. That'd be a little annoying, but... Okay, that didn't happen. Let's go to end step.
Sure. I mean, do we want to discount them? Probably not, right?
I think it's a discount as counterspell angle, most likely.
Okay, sure.
I mean, we would counter their combat. Maybe it's not a discount as counterspell. Actually, wait, I think maybe we do. I think you're right.
I mean, the only thing that really punished us is Spell Pierce.
Well, but also, like, if they top deck... Oh, because you mean if we wait a turn, we'll be playing around the Spell Pierce?
Yeah. I think I want to do it, but...
I think I want to too.
Okay. Search for Disconta.
Mostly, this being in play means that, like, if they could draw a card and then have extra cards on their library with Flash, is like a possibility? Okay.
Oh, right. That was even a card we knew was in their deck.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Well, partially what I was thinking too is, like, if they have a soft counter, I just sort of think it's going to be good even though we have a lot of mana.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't really mind how this worked out. Like we're not losing now.
Oh, we sure aren't. Hey, where'd that Discount go?
What does the line is continuous, Greg?
Oh.
Oh, actually, sorry, it's here.
Oh, nice. Okay.
All right. I think we should Doomscar and Deluge in some order.
Okay.
Let's start with Doomscar.
Wait. I want to start with Deluge. That's the one I want to resolve more,
Oh,
right?
okay. Yeah, I guess you're right. Let's start with Deluge.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Genius play. This is also a good reason to do it. I didn't think of it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay.
Although we will get nothing.
Oh, you're right. Good beats. Whatever. Well, actually, we will get something in a sense.
Oh, we'll get a Memory Deluge in our bin?
We will get a Memory Deluge in our bin. Yeah.
I bet when they conceded they didn't know we got nothing off the Deluge.
Well, maybe, but I think their concession was very reasonable.
I agree. Also, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you should read the card Memory Deluge.
Okay, so does anyone happen to know if this deck has Damning Spheres in the sideboard? Asking for me.
Bring in March. I want to bring in March. They might have things, and it's like...
It's not that bad, yeah. Well, one of the things I like about it is that you can just generically board it in if you're afraid of weird, undefined hate, and it'll probably be fine.
I Love Azurius says they don't have a sphere. And hey, SSA 00109, welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow.
All right, I believe they don't have a sphere. Let's not. I'm down. Let's just board this in and do nothing else.
I mean, okay.
Well,
what do you? I want to make a poll. Will we get sphered?
It'll be fine.
Are we allowed to send lists? You can send the most recent list of blue-white Flash.
Yeah. It sounds like as far as I can tell, I Love Azurius has played every blue-white deck in Pioneer.
Nice. And hey, Myrathos, welcome to the stream and thanks for the follow. Why foretell when you can hold up discount? Fair. If you would like to send us a list on Twitter, we will take a look at it.
Or just post a link in the chat.
Or just post the link in the chat. That works too. That's probably easier.
I think maybe we should cut a settle. I'm worried it's like it awkwardly plays into stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Like this plays around Spell Queller, this plays into Spell Queller type of thing.
Yeah.
Although maybe like Wandering Imp is actually worse at that, but it's also better.
Well, the awkward thing about settle is if it gets quelled, like it's probably not going to do it.
You're right. Maybe we should put out both settles.
Wait,
how about one March?
Okay, fine. That makes sense.
You sold me. We can leave one settle. They'll never see it coming.
I mean, the one settle is fun. Oh, you have. Wait, does that mean you send it to us on Twitter?
I mean, this hand's fine. We just need if we just need.
Oh, you have played every Azurius deck in Pioneer, right?
Yeah. Look, Again, I keep track of the people in the chat. As far as I can tell, I Love Azarius is just aptly named.
I keep track of the people in the chat. Okay, Andrew.
It's an open question whether or not Greg keeps track of people in the chat, you know?
I do my best, you know?
That's bad.
That's muy bad.
I mean, I didn't know they played this card, actually. Alright. Well,
glad we have March in our deck. I hope we draw it.
Yeah. Yeah, now what I've determined is our opponent could have anything.
Great comment, Nikolai. Wait, play Strict Proctor.
Oh, do you want to?
Yeah, blocks.
Oh, great point. Wise argument, Greg.
Greg sees, yeah. Yeah, I do scan the chat for compliments and candle talks, and otherwise just ignore you all. It's also, okay, where we're sitting, chat is like there, so Andrew has a much better view of chat than I do. Okay, backseats Andrew with man, Nikolai gets us.
Yeah, it's really a great stream. Yeah, see, the secret is that I'm actually in charge of nonsense, but it's mostly of the form.
Look, it's an announcement. There's gonna be a wedding. Oh my god, they didn't attack. My god, they don't know what their card does.
And now their Evolve Up trigger gets countered as well. Just so you know.
Proctor does fly.
Okay, I want to slam this. I know we could leave Disruption, but if we find Lotus Field here, the payoff is so big.
Slam it. And it will find Lotus Field. It always does.
Okay, it didn't, but I think I should just pick Doomscar, right? Maybe not. Maybe just run back Impulse.
I think taking Doomscar makes a lot of sense. Although Impulse, if we take another Impulse, that one will definitely find a Lotus Field.
Yeah, but I think if we take Doomscar, it's very hard for us to lose.
Okay.
I think we should Doomscar, and then I think I should just play this.
Yeah, I like that. Although I guess next turn we are gonna like foretell and then have 2 mana up, but.
Oh, I guess that's true. I was thinking that like we just play a Tatad Fountain and foretell probably.
Sure.
But I guess maybe I should have waited. No, but I might want to play it through Spell Pierce though.
Yeah.
I think playing it is right, but it's definitely close.
Well, I meant like. Oh, I see. Our Sylvan's crying is no. It's never missed. It's found Lotus Field every time.
It always finds.
It always finds Lotus Field. I don't know what you're worried about. Do you think they're gonna pick two?
All right. Let's suspend.
Okay.
And then play tapped Hollow Fountain.
Sure. Well, it depends, Nikolai. Do you need Lotus Field? Do you want Lotus Field? It always finds Lotus Field. This is comedy gold.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. This is just a classic systematic Lotus Field stream. Somehow it just gives me perverse joy every time Trick Park does anything. Like, it's just great.
What are they have so much range. Yeah, Sylvan's crying with the Coin of Tails that gets remanded.
Okay, well.
Okay, there's another wedding.
I mean, this is all a little annoying. It's not that annoying. Like, I could Doomscar now.
I assume they have Make Disappear.
Yeah, but Doomscar plays around that, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, they can sack a thing, but.
Oh, it doesn't really. That's true.
But I don't know if. I think I want to do that. I want to play a land and play Doomscar.
Yeah, well, what I was wondering is, if you think they have Make Disappear, we could play Tef to bait it. But the problem is our Tef will die. No, I think we should slam Doom.
I want to slam Doomscar.
Love to slam Doomscar. Okay, it was countered. See, I could counter that with a discount.
That's true.
Do you think that's a good play?
Take that, Dovin.
I think our discount can do better. You know, I think I'll save it for the future.
I think so. I mean, I don't really like what's happening here.
Well, if Dream Trawler resolves, I'll like what's happening again.
Fair.
I mean, maybe Dream Trawler's not going to resolve. I don't know, but it's not that bad. And I imagine it's harder for them to counter this by virtue of being a creature. Obviously not impossible. Ooh, that's good too. But I think I should play this. Well,
they use their veto.
Hold on. What I'm wondering is if what we should do is like pass upkeep discount with the idea that we're trying to bait a counter spell, and then if they counter it, then that's been made on their turn. We untap and can farewell or whatever. But this is maybe all nonsense. I think we should just play Dream Trawler.
Okay.
Because I think if it resolves, we win. And if it doesn't resolve, we'll just jam another unbeatable card. Like, basically, I'm worried that their mana isn't actually restricted.
Yeah.
So, like, doing this into this isn't meaningfully better.
Like all their stuff is probably cheap.
Yeah, and I think it's, even though I understand they could theoretically, like, get through this, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
So I think we should just play this.
Okay. I guess this punished us a bit for... Okay, never mind. For, like, playing something that couldn't be soft countered last turn. Like, maybe if we had played Teferi, they would have lofty denialed it.
Maybe. I mean, I didn't know the counterspell mix in their deck.
Well, yeah, of course not.
So, like, I have, it's hard for me to know, like, I don't even know that there's any of this card, right?
Sure.
So, like, I think that doesn't make that much sense. Like, maybe we play that way in game 3, but I don't know that I agree that we should have played that way in the state information that we had.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I should chump.
I agree.
Right. Okay, so now serious question for you. Should I shock before I farewell?
No, because they could have, like, Errant and Giada.
Good point, good point. Okay. And should I discontinuity on their turn before I farewell? Does that accomplish anything? I guess not really.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it accomplishes, like, playing like, expensive counters, but, like...
Well, no, it plays around a flash creature. Like, if they have a flash creature, we get to get the flash creature in the sweep. That's what it does.
Well, assuming they play it.
Well,
Do you
yeah.
think they
They
play
might
it
not
in the
play
end
it.
step?
Well, I don't know. That's a good point. They might not. Okay, I think we should just farewell.
Okay, I want to slam it.
All the modes. All of them. What could they possibly have? Any exiling all permanents? Any exiles? Any exiles?
Ooh, baby!
Right. All right. So I think... So is there a chance we cycle farmland? I think there might be. So I think we should play this
And
tapped.
I think we have to. I think we can't pay 2 life in this game.
I know. So I think we should play this tapped.
Agreed. Okay. I mean, we could be dead to, like, Queller plus another...
Oh, sure. I mean,
like,
obviously we're not, like, completely out of the woods.
Oh, we're just dead to that.
Oh, that does kill us. Yep. Good beats. All right. I'll concede. Okay, so now we've learned more about their deck. So they have Dovin's Vetoes is the situation.
Yeah.
And now that I know the pure session, okay, we should definitely have these now.
Okay, yes.
And then, like...
I think I want Settle.
Well... I mean, I'm interested in two. What did you think we should cut?
I want to cut Shark Typhoon.
Okay, I mean, cycling it to block is a thing, but I guess it seems like that's going to just be too slow and derpy.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to shave a discount? I don't think it's crazy, but it's a little
so
weird.
expensive.
It's good, but the thing is, it's
Yeah.
that part of it's really good. I mean, maybe it is a shave and impulse angle, as weird as that is. I don't know. I like this stuff.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this gets shaved. Wait a minute. I want to shave it farewell.
I think that makes a lot of sense.
It's just our most expensive worst card.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So should tuck a land that isn't Stage or Lotus. I guess Hengegate Pathway.
I think so. It could be Hall in case we draw like another tap land.
Why would that punish us?
I don't think we're gonna like if we draw another Hollowed Fountain, we might then have to pay 2 life.
We just go Hollow Fountain 1, Hall
Tall.
2, and then I understand why would we pay 2 life?
I don't know. We might later need to. Anyway, it's fine.
I think this is right, but it doesn't really matter. I just don't. I think that I'm just worried that the hypothetical that you're posing is, what's the word? Vacuous.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for. Vacuous. Ooh, that's a great draw. I should play it now. It's safer in play.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Like, if they, like, witness protection or something, like, good beats is kind of my opinion. Nice. Play this.
Want to play 2?
Wait, I'm just going to respond by foretelling.
Nice.
Mm-mm. That prevents misclicks. It's very important.
Yeah.
I
like that you also went to tap 2 to, like, put the, make him think you'd maybe do it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we're gonna play Dream Trawler next turn.
Yeah, how do you like a nice turn 4 Dream Trawler? Do you think they can beat that? Because I don't think so.
Why did they play that in the main phase? They didn't want it to get countered?
Yeah, they're playing around counters.
You have to make white.
Oh no, wait.
You're good, just make white.
Oh wait, it works. Oh yes, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, is my Lotus Field gonna tase me here? But
nah.
no, the answer is no. Alright. Can you beat just a straight up Dream Trawler when you have 3 lands in play? I mean,
we only have 4 lands in play.
True. So I'm obviously joking a bit with about this, but I legitimately think that one of the weaknesses of control decks in general is they don't ever have like busted draws that like just like brown your opponent counter no matter what's going on.
Yeah.
That really punish people for keeping derpy hands and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, look, the thing about Blue Lotus Field is it just has them. Like,
wow, I saw that card in the Chaos Draft I played in recently.
Max McFeety has cast this card in Constructed, I believe.
Nice.
But anyway, and I sort of feel like we should attack just like regardless. I don't know. I don't want to leave this home.
We draw a card when it attacks.
Yeah, so it goes to 5
power. So if they flash in a flyer,
then they'll have 6 toughness, but then we can cycle this to go to 6 power.
Okay, sure.
So
love it.
Well, you see, Bob and Cheese, as I was saying before, I think you feel terrible every game and then you never lose. That's the deck. I don't know what to say. I think it's very good. I understand it doesn't look great on paper. It ain't pretty, but it wins. That's basically how I feel about it. Should I cycle this now?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I guess not. But I don't want to really play it. I want to just like hold it, I think.
Because of this thing?
And because I just think I want it to be... I just don't want to land and play that badly. I'd rather have a card, sort of.
Okay.
And then I'm somewhat interested in just going for a straight-up upkeep discount.
That's fine. I think it makes sense.
Well, the alternative is just to copy our Lotus Field, I guess.
Which is pretty good.
Maybe we should do that and wait for this con. I guess I think that's maybe better.
Okay, yeah, let's...
Oh, and I'm sorry. I didn't really tell you this. I'm holding this... I'm not playing this because I think we might Wrath. Yeah. But it could be wrong. It doesn't seem like it really matters. Yeah.
Classic untap land concede.
Do you want to play the 5th match of the league?
Yes.
Great. We luckily won both those matches very quickly, so that we have time.
Our opponents conceded very quickly, which was nice.
Isn't Strict Proctor in discussion for best card? Yeah, no, it definitely is. It's the best cards in the deck are Strict Proctor and Lotus Field in some order.
Right, that's the combo.
Lotus Field's harder to find, but like it's doing the combo with Discount is way worse than doing a Strict Proc. Like doing a Strict Proc is awesome. Yeah. For just like many reasons. It's harder to stop because like it dodges Spell Pierce and still an ultimate removal. Yeah. If it works, then your opponent often has to spend a card on this 1/3 or else it annoys them. Yeah. Like it's a blocker, which is relevant. Like so, yeah.
Dream Trawler #1, baby. Yeah, Microman, that's the white 2-drop. Stoneforge who? Stoneforge Mystic gets stopped by Strict Proctor.
You ever tried to Snapcast into a Strict Proctor? Strict Proctor's not even give that. Then the 1/3 blocks the 2/1. Oh, that's a victory in a heads up. I've never seen one. What, you like that explanation?
Yeah, it's just, everything's unhinged here,
I mean, we're about to just earn an easy league trophy with Blue-White Lotus Field.
Except this closet door, it's hinged.
That door is hinged, yeah. It certainly has hinges.
You don't see Stoneforge Raven. Yeah. Wow, you gotta play some more Paradise Mantles.
Yeah, I mean, I legitimately think, so I'm not... This weekend's the pre-release, so there are no RCQs, but I have an RCQ the following weekend. I think I'm gonna play this deck. I obviously I'll test more. I'm not saying anything set in stone, but this is I think my front runner.
Nice. Andrew told me off stream that he is 100% to play Blue-White Lotus Field at his next tournament.
Who can say which cards Proctor does and does not ramp for 2 with? What?
The best thing is when it ramps you with Lotus Field, you can then pay the 2 mana with all the mana you have on all your other ETB effects.
Yeah, that's clearly the best part, Greg.
Picking Pioneer decks based on vibes is the only way. That's true. Vibes and results.
I mean, if we're talking about results, I'm not sure right now whether this deck or SBF has better results. Both of them have insane results.
Yeah.
Wow, our opponent's only 2-1. They're playing against us.
Yeah.
What a pair down. Yeah, I'm down.
All right. Sneap.
I mean, I think obviously if we miss land drops, it's bad, but we can. I think on 2 just hard cycle a Shark Typhoon probably.
Yeah, not a problem.
And then if we ever find a Lotus Field, our hand is the nut. So
SBF is reference to what we've been calling Boomer Drakes. Zoomer Drakes.
Yeah, you can call it Zoomer Drakes. You can call it SBF. It's
and
SBF.
There's a long and complicated reason as to why it's called SBF.
Okay, I think I'm trying to figure out which side to play this on. I think that this is more likely to cast sooner.
I agree.
Okay.
And then do you want to play the Proctor? Because it's good against Seachrome Coast decks.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It's good against
Spirits.
It's probably Spirits.
I mean, I know we said that last time and then it wasn't Spirits, but it is probably Spirits.
Yeah.
All right, it's Spirits.
Nice.
Also, this way when we draw the Lotus Field, we can just play it.
Yeah.
I've never not drawn a Lotus Field here in my life. I mean, I have to tell you. Okay, let's cycle Shark Typhoon.
Nice.
Lotus Field's on top, no problem.
Yeah.
We never miss these land drops.
Okay.
That's basically Lotus Field.
Yeah. That's, the 5th thing in this. It's apparently SPF stands for Spell Pierce Fable.
It stands for Spell Pierce Fable. And it's also a sunscreen amount, and it's also a reference to the crypto guy, yeah.
Yeah. And it's sunscreen because it doesn't play Arclight Phoenix, which is a very sunny card.
Yeah.
So you're saving yourself
from the sun. Yeah. Anyway, but yes, Zoomer Drakes is I think the name that is most comprehensible to people not tuned in. So I usually call it Zoomer Drakes in public spaces. So anyways, Zoomer Drakes, does have really good results. I don't know if they're better or worse than Lotus Field. What I would say is
a stretch. Are you referencing to Andrew stretching? Because that is a stretch.
Oh yeah, this is a stretch.
That's a stretch. Yeah. It's been a long stream,
Yeah, I mean, we've certainly had to take a lot of game actions and play a lot of minutes of Magic.
Yeah. But we only came close to timing out once, and you had a whole minute.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But yeah. For the record, I suspect the matchup we're currently playing is bad.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
Arclight Phoenix is a creature of the night, not of the day. I kind of agree with you, but it is
pretty bright.
Yeah.
I think that not all Phoenixes might be of the day, but I claim this one's of the day.
That's scary.
It's fine.
It's fine.
All right. Do you want to foretell Doomscar and play this?
I think so. Yeah.
Right. And we start with doing this. We can't misclick.
Nice.
A classic prevent ourselves misclicking angle. Bloop bloop bloop. I would not like to pay.
Is Rattle Chains the one that gives all their stuff flash? Yeah. So they could flash in a Lord if we block it. Rekindling Phoenix is a day Phoenix for sure. I think that on of Phoenixes, I agree with you that Arclight Phoenix has some night vibes.
Should we chump that?
So how will they counter our Doomscar?
Well, they'll have to pay the counter unless you pay 4 card.
Lofty Denial.
Yes.
Which we might, if we draw one, if we draw a land, we'll be able to pay 4.
Yeah, that's true. So you're arguing for chumping?
Well, I'm trying to think of an argument against chumping.
Well, it's that if they count, I mean, if we don't draw a land, we play it, and they count unless we pay 4, then we might prefer to have gone back in time and not jumped with a Trick Proctor. But that's not even that bad. I think we jump.
Yep. I love chomp.
In other words, I think the art is straightforward. Damn it.
Boo!
Okay, that's an argument too. I mean, we can still discount it, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's go.
Doomscar.
Yeah. And my philosophy here is that if they do have the counterless pay 4 thing, which obviously is a beat, like then we'll play our Lotus Field discount, and like next turn we'll so much mana, like we'll figure it out. Like it just won't be that much of a problem. I think I wouldn't Doomscar here if it was counterable by the pay 3.
Yeah.
But like playing with their 2 of Lofty Denial, like I'm just not that afraid.
Yeah. What are they thinking about?
I think our opponent might have the card slip out the back, and they might be thinking about whether to slip out the back something. Oh no, okay, apparently not. They're all right. Well, I'm gonna pay. They want to stop us from doing other stuff. I mean,
they have 2 of them.
Oh, the Maw's Wanderer. Okay, I mean that gets us.
Yeah.
I not think about that into Maw's Wanderer, but I don't think I would. Oh wait, I guess I could play Lotus Field without discount now. Wait, I probably should actually, because that means we can play.
Yeah.
Like if we draw a land, we can play Teferi through counterless pay 3.
And
even if we don't, we can play Teferi for 0, and like that might be how we get out of this.
and discount them. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think we should just do it.
Yeah. Wow, so punished for the chump.
We were punished for the chump.
Slip in the back.
Slip in the back. Yeah, that's you just can't be slipping in people's backs. That's fucked up.
Oh no, it's Invasion of Gobakon.
Yeah. So okay, obviously I get that we're a deck full of Wrath, so that's kind of annoying. But also just like if our opponent doesn't have another count unless you pay 3, we're gonna win.
Agreed.
And if they do, we're not like dead.
Yeah.
So I'm not that afraid. It's kind of wait, is this card in their main deck?
Yep.
That's maniacal, I think, but nonetheless.
You played it in the main deck of a deck we played up. I mean, I guess that makes sense.
That prevents us from cycling it. It's pretty logical. But see, what our opponent doesn't realize is we were going to hardcast all along.
Because we're streaming on Twitch.
Yeah. If they knew we were streaming, then they wouldn't have made that play, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that it doesn't get Farewell and Settle is definitely part of why I'm just not that afraid of Light Shield Array. The scariest part of it is definitely that, like, well, it kills us kind of quick.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's scary, but we can beat it. Yeah, I mean, I want to slam Tef.
Yep.
I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, plus.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could minus. Oh, no, they just get it hexproof.
Yeah, minusing I think is out of the question. And then I think I want to play Strict Proctor. Well, I guess this might change it.
Yeah, wait, definitely play that. So could they have a counter unless you pay 2? Oh, wait, you want to make a Lotus Field.
Well, that's what I was thinking about, yes. But that loses to Maw's Wanderer, so it might not be good. Like, I think the right play might be to play Strict Proctor and then discount them, and which only lose the counter unless you pay 1 stuff.
Yeah.
And the idea is just that, like...
They don't have that.
Well, only Maw's Wanderer is counter unless you pay N, and it would be a 1/1.
Right.
So I think it's pretty safe to actually go Strict Proctor, untap discount.
Okay.
And I think that is what I want to do, because I don't want to lose to a Maw's Wanderer.
Yep.
Like...
Now in their upkeep.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, no trigger for you.
No hex.
I mean, them doing that is pretty terrifying because it probably means they have a counterspell for this, but I mean, we're definitely doing it.
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't they have countered Teferi and just let us be dead?
I don't know. I don't really understand.
Okay.
Okay, no. Well, that's a good draw. Alright, let's plus Teferi.
Yeah.
And then I assume just cast Doomscar. Yeah, I think I want to slam it.
Yep. Oh, I guess they'll just sack their array.
Oh, that's true. Wait a minute. We should wait. Let's calm down here.
Yeah.
Maybe we should cast Shark Typhoon. Because then we can pass. Like, we're not Dobbs or close to it.
Sure. We can also look for
Settle or Farewell.
Settle. Yeah.
6/8. Yeah, I mean we won't be able to Farewell this turn.
I think let's hard cast Shark Typhoon.
I mean, because, yeah, like, I like that they don't know about the Doomscar necessarily.
Yeah.
So, like, they might attack into it because, like, you know, they don't know it's coming. Although, I guess I probably should foretell it, huh?
Wait,
Oh, no, I can't. Yeah. Never mind. Well, I guess I could, but it's probably wrong to do so. They have a counterspell they're considering resolved? That can't be true. So
there's no way they have a counterspell. We've resolved so many spells since the last time they drew a card.
okay, so wait, I think we should legitimately think in our end step for a little bit here.
Okay.
Because I think so if we like do all our stuff right then,
Okay.
we can then foretell the Doomscar, which saves us 2 mana in the future.
Right.
And I don't really know why we shouldn't do that. Like, I don't see what it's worse against.
They could Shacklegeist tap the shark, but they don't have Shacklegeist.
I mean, they could draw Shack Ice, I
But that
suppose.
doesn't even, it's not even that bad.
But they would
right?
also just be, I mean, they also just could do that anyway. I mean, they see the Shark Typhoon in play, they know we have Deluge.
Sure, right.
So I think we should just do it.
Okay.
I think it's the right play.
And Deluge first.
Yeah. Because if we hit an Impulse or something, we might cast that instead.
Yeah.
I think we would, in fact. Nice. Okay, 2 discounts.
Nice.
I mean, if we get another turn...
Wait, we should have keep discount him.
We can't. We already untapped.
Oh, right.
We certainly... If we could untap again, I certainly agree with you.
I'm just going to draw.
That makes sense. But I mean, look, I think it's pretty hard for them to kill us here. I mean, maybe if they can somehow, like, remove both our blockers and pump their Katilda a bunch, it's very hard.
Yeah.
Or, like, multiple lords. I don't know. If they can kill us here, we're dead.
Sure.
If they can't, they're not going to get another turn.
Well, right. The question, they're going to get some upkeeps.
They'll get some upkeeps, but, like, we're going to, like, untap, flashback Deluge, make a 4/4 shark, pass, discount them.
Oh, we could have made a 6/6.
Wait, what do you mean? How?
Instead of foretelling, we could have discounted to just make a 6/6.
That is a reasonable point, Bean. I don't know if that's right or wrong. It might have been right. It would put us dead to nothing. But the thing is, the discounts are very good and might be needed, but maybe being dead nothing is just worth it? I am unsure if we punted. It's close, I think. Okay, they're all at us. Okay, so we chump this.
Yeah, I think so. Discontinuity costs 4 less as long as it's your turn.
Yes, we definitely could have turned our discounts into 6/6. I have no idea if it was right or wrong. Alright, let's plus.
Yeah.
Although, wait, hold on. There is something weird we could do. It's probably wrong.
Oh, you want to tuck Katilda?
Well, no. We could tuck Light Shield Array. They'll sack it in response. But then we discount them and then Doomscar is good. But I think we just don't need to do that. I think it's probably not right. Because we don't make 6 mana if we do that, for one thing.
Oh, that's true.
And I'd really like to make 6 mana.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really need the 6 mana, but...
I mean, but then, like, we'll make a bunch of sharks that may not even have lethal anymore. Like,
yeah.
We need 3 blockers to avoid lethal. Like, we just will have that, I think.
Yeah, okay.
I think we should plus.
Okay, I like plus.
But I did want to think about it briefly. Alright, so I think I want to... I think I want to just flashback Deluge.
Oh.
Because it spends all our mana? I don't know.
Sure, I mean, we could also Impulse and make Sage a Lotus.
Yeah, I think I'd rather Flashback Deluge.
Okay.
I can even leave it up like this if we want.
Yeah.
Hold on, we should think carefully. Because... Oh, I might have punted. I probably didn't. Well, I'm wondering if I should take an untapped land, because I haven't played a land this turn yet, right?
I believe you have not.
Because an untapped land means discount can be played around counter 3 thing. But I also... Wait, it may not matter. If they counter the discount, we'll have 4 blockers. It's irrelevant. Okay, never mind. I'm off worrying about that. Okay, so then I think we should just take Farewell, because that will win us the game.
Yeah.
And we should take Memory Deluge, because always take Deluge.
Okay.
Thoughts on that?
I think an untapped land isn't insane, but...
I just think if we discount an Impulse, I don't see how we're dying.
Okay, sure. You're right.
It seems really hard.
Yeah.
And I'm going to play this.
Yep. How much minus is Teferi? It's -8?
It's -8, yeah. Good question. We are close to a Teferi alt.
I assume we'll make the emblem when we can.
Yeah.
Nice. Are we gonna assuming Farewell resolves, will we hit enchantments? Probably no, right?
No, definitely not enchantments.
Okay.
We'll probably hit creatures, but that part's not known either.
Yeah. How big is Catalda? Huge?
Huge. So I'll attempt to do this. And I guess I just won't respond with the Impulse. If the turn ends, we just won't Impulse.
Yep.
Great.
Nice.
Alright. So let's plus. Okay, so now let's hit creatures and graveyards, right? There's no Deluge in the yard? Yeah.
Yep. So do you want to do some attack? I guess not, because Catalda is lifeline.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think it never does anything.
Yeah. Nice.
Right now, all our hand is instant, so we just pass.
Okay, love that. And now we don't care about discounting, right?
No, now we can wait for them to cast a spell before we discount.
Yeah. Even though half their deck has flash.
That's true. Let's just discount.
Okay. Mostly I want the 6/6, which maybe that's insane, and I should.
It's not that insane. I might want to do some stuff in response to it, though. Okay.
Nice. Oh, I guess right. Then we make an emblem. That's pretty good.
That was the line. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So I think Against Spirits is also a matchup where we want these marches for the same reason. We want to kill the things.
They have damping spheres.
No, I think in this matchup we just want to kill curiosity things.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Like you were saying.
Curiosity.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we want this, and then so we think we don't want these, right? We just want to side like this again
because they're expensive.
Well, Shark Typhoons are very weird.
I don't want Shark Typhoon.
But I think this is how we want to sideboard.
Yeah, I like it.
I just like that it's uncounterable, and then also a 6-drop that probably wins the game. But it is a 6-drop that has more of you to win the game.
Yeah. I like God. Strict Fracture being a 1/3 flyer, casually being great against spirits is very funny.
Oh, it's great. Isn't Farewell better than Doomscar? I think no, because Doomscar is very easy to cast around the counter unless you pay 3, and Farewell is impossible to cast around counter unless you pay 3. Right. This card is only cost 1 less mana, so you might be like, well, this only costs 1 more and it deals with invasion or whatever. But that isn't the case. The fact that this is often 3 mana when you have 6 is super big in this matchup. So yeah, I think Doomscar is a lot better. What was the reason for counting Typhoon? We're basically worried it's just kind of too slow to matter most of the time. Yeah. It's uncounterable, but I don't know if it's uncounterable and relevant to the game state. But it might be wrong. We're not that confident about it. I'm just worried that what our games are actually about is we just jam into their stuff repeatedly, and then we hope that the 4th one kills them or whatever. Yeah. I'm worried that our plan isn't actually that coherent with well, this one Shark Typhoon is countable, but it's okay, but have you seen our deck? What are we doing? I think this is a keep. Sure. I mean, we'll just simply draw a Strict Proctor.
I don't get why this is a keep. But...
Oh wait, I'm sorry. You don't want to keep this?
Well, I believe you when you say.
I just kept it. Maybe yeah. Well, my logic is sort of in general, Lotus Field is the hardest to find piece.
Yeah. Okay.
And so, like, what having Lotus Field in your hand is a big plus.
Yeah.
And, like, I get that our hand doesn't have much good cards, but, like, it's sort of like, well, okay, I mean, obviously that was a nice draw.
Yeah.
But my reasoning is something to the effect of, like, okay, so we'll either draw things that enable our Lotus Fields, or things that are cheaper.
Okay,
like,
and if we
probably,
just draw a bunch of lands, we can, like, cycle the farmlands and...
Like, my kind of argument is just, like, how bad does this really go? But maybe that's a poor way to reason.
Hey, Swamp Fight!
It is pretty late,
Yes.
But, you know, we're streaming till the cows come home here. Foretell Doomscar, I think.
Yep.
Mm.
How many cows are we expecting to come over?
You know, about yay many.
Okay, do we need to, like, prepare anything? Or, like, they're staying in your room, right?
Yeah, they'll stay in the race car bed.
Okay. I mean, I guess they're just gonna probably sack the Wanderer to make our discount not work.
Yeah, but I think we just still do it, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, this is bad.
Yeah. I mean, if we draw an untapped land, we should... Oh, wait, that doesn't work either.
Yeah.
We think the latter.
I think closer to the latter. I mean, like...
wait, sorry. We think the
no, closer to the former. Sorry.
The former.
Closer to play it as a ramp deck is what I think. But, like, obviously there's a lot of context. Like, it's hard to give very general advice. But, yeah, I want to just slam Lotus Field discount.
Okay.
Like, legitimately, I think if we do this, they might let it resolve.
Okay.
Like, I'm not even sure they will counter it.
Sure.
Which means we should definitely do it, right?
Yeah.
Like, we could do this with the idea that they will certainly have to counter
it. We
it.
are basically dead to a ham sandwich, but, you know.
Oh, wait. Maybe we just need to do this.
I think we might need to do that to not be dead.
I think you're right.
I mean, they'd have to play 2 spirits or phantoms.
It's very easy, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't love the spot this puts in either, but...
This deck is basically Blue-Tron.
I mean, yeah. I would say that since we have no counter spells, it's closer to being Tron.
Yeah.
But you can put blue in there if you want. I don't know. I think Lockdown is pretty awkward in the deck. Specifically, it's very bad with Farewell. Swinging a Farewell, I think we're dead.
We're dead.
Damn.
Dang.
Maybe I should have mulled. Maybe I was wrong to keep that hand. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like we boarded, I think.
Me too. You disagree. You think it is like Blue-Tron. Is mono white humans an easier matchup?
Than spirits? Yes, they don't have counter spells. Yeah, I don't know, Dom. I'm open to Lockdown, but I'm a little skeptical. I mean, well, the other thing is if you play Lockdown is like,
oh, okay, nice.
You gotta okay. You can't not play Farewells, I think. Like, I love the 3 Farewells.
Yeah.
So, if I start from the premise that I'm going to play 3 Farewells, are you telling me, like, I should play, like, 3 Farewells and 3 Lockdowns? I mean, I don't know, I could do that. But, like, or is this, like, a sideboard plan? Like, basically, I think, like, it's pretty hard to fit that in the main deck. I think it's possible that it's right to play some Lockdowns in the sideboard or something. But, I don't know. Oh, yeah, this is also a number with Lockdown as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
Not because it gets exiled, because you have to pay 2, to be clear.
I guess I just sort of think it's hard to fit Lockdown anywhere. Like, the board needs to be a lot of counter spells, the main is pretty tight, and I don't think you should play, like, Lockdowns over Doomscars, and, like, you can't just play, like, how many sweepers are you going to play? Like, I already have 8. Like, I don't know. It's pretty tricky. I'm sort of hoping Settle the Wreckage is Lockdown, in a sense.
Yeah.
I know that's a little bit of a weird comment, but I think against aggro decks, a 4-mana sweeper that exiles their entire team is very, very good. I mean, like, I think it's not that crazy a statement. But yeah, I would say I'm a Lockdown skeptic in this deck. Maybe I'll turn out to be wrong. I don't know, but that's my current opinion.
And hey, Overthink, welcome to the stream, and thanks for the follow.
I mean, we have to keep this, right?
I think so, yeah.
Alright, so this one you're on board with, even though it's like the same hand as the other hand.
No, it's so different. It does things on early turns.
I think it's the same hand.
It's nothing like the other hand.
Well, what I mean when I say it's the same hand is it's both of these hands have one piece of the Lotus Field combo.
Yes.
And then, like, some gas that's expensive.
Right.
And that's kind of it.
But this has both pieces. It has Strict Proctor and Sylvan Scrying.
That's true. Yeah, the Proctor thing actually sounds pretty annoying. I hadn't considered that when Lockdown was just brought up just now. That sounds like a really annoying problem. I also know some people were talking about, like, having some mix of, like, Doomscars and Verdicts, or, like, Doomscars and, like, Depopulates or something. I don't know how much merit that has. Doomscar's been pretty good for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess here's one thing. Doomscar sort of, in some sense, Doomscar is...
406 LOL. There's no time like the present.
Look, have you considered that if it hasn't found a Lotus Field all stream, that means we're due?
We are due.
Alright, let's play Strict Proctor.
Love it. Off.
Stage?
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Well, my main opinion is that I'm trying to use Settle the Wreckage as the fourth Doomscar.
Yeah.
In a sense.
That's exactly how statistics work. I know.
Oh, Greg's a professional mathematician. He knows.
Yeah.
Well, like, wait, Ronnie, I don't think I understand how the games you're playing are going. If you're playing against a fast aggro deck and Doomscar's in your hand, can't you just foretell it on 2 and cast it on 3 and it's the same? Like, what does your game look like such that, like, you really need to spend your mana on 2 doing something else, but then, like, you really need to spend your third turn on lockdown? Or, like, I don't know. I don't really understand what you're getting at, I think, with the lockdown thing.
Yeah, Nikolai, we do lie about things a lot on the stream, but I am a professional mathematician. That is factual. Notably, I'm not very good at statistics, but I'm not a statistician.
Yeah. What do I take here?
I mean, Impulse is 100% Divine Lotus Field. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I think we should take Impulse, right? Mostly because, like, we want to do something with our mana next turn.
Yeah.
It might as well be Impulse.
Sure.
If we take Deluge because it's better later, then, like, I don't know. I think that we should probably Impulse into a Deluge-ish thing.
Yeah.
Probably. So I think we should take Impulse.
Okay. I agree.
One of these days, our Impulse has to find Lotus Field. I mean, it's just science. Well, but I think it's often going to be a lot worse than Doomscar, though. Like, is another thing.
Yeah, well, I guess, Nikolai, right now, I'm currently unemployed other than being a Twitch streamer, but in general, I'm a professional mathematician.
Yeah, Greg is a professional mathematician in my book.
I do have a fancy degree that says that. It's hanging right there, just off screen.
Yeah, it's funny that in our stream room, Greg put a bunch of, like, very legitimate accomplishments, such as Black Lotus and, like, you know, this masterpiece Scalding Tarn, and then for some reason hang a random degree on the wall, you know?
Yeah.
I've often wondered about that. Strict Proctor.
The math degree is just off screen. The Black Lotus costs more than the degree. Well, in terms of time, if you value your time at any amount.
All right, well, let's do this.
Yeah.
See, it always finds Lotus Field.
Oh, I guess we're a turn off from...
Well, yeah, so, I mean, I think we should definitely take it. But then maybe we should just slam it.
Oh.
Because if we slam it... Like, it's pretty reasonable to slam it, right? What do you think?
Yeah, I like slamming it.
And then we just start the jamming party.
Yeah, and are we going to keep the stage?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, we're not going to stage it this turn.
Yeah.
But then, at the very least, we can play the very next turn, and if it resolves, we'll untap it and stage it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't resolve, good beats. But
Ooh, yeah, you are math.
Wow, our hand is actually very resistant to Invasion of Gobakhan. Yeah, it's a classic 2-mana do nothing angle.
Yeah.
Ooh, they're tapping out? Tapping out is
Well,
kind
I
of
assume they're
ambitious.
gonna flip the invasion.
Well, sure. I mean, I assume that too, but I would love to control Teferi. I don't know. I assume that we'll figure it out once we control Teferi.
Teferi might not live for very long.
Ooh. Let's play Teferi.
Okay.
And then we'll Wimp on their turn. Or we Wimp on our end
We
step.
might Wimp on our end step.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds good. And I think I'll play this on... white side? Maybe blue side.
I want blue side.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, I admit Temporary Lockdown would be good in this position, but I don't really think that sells me very much. I don't know if we're losing this game. Alright, so I think we should end step Wimp, right?
I love end step Wimp.
And I mean, I know they're going to sack this and save it.
Oh, and then we're just gonna lose both walkers.
Wait, that's bad. We should not do this.
Okay.
We should Wimp on their turn. If they counter it, we'll deal with that.
Yeah.
Their counter is probably gonna hit something good anyway. And also this way, they don't know that, like, the if they don't counter it, the Wimp lives then, and then like they don't know to over attack it to Fairy and stuff. Like it's like a lot better if they have nothing. I think they could have nothing. Like, one reason our opponent might have tapped out last turn is like, look, they didn't have any counters. They tapped out for their evasion. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah. I was a math major also, although I do also have some number of graduate degrees in math, which is pretty nice.
Yeah,
And
it's actually it's a 3-letter acronym that Greg has, much like the famous 3-letter acronym SPF.
I see.
Yeah, do you think that actually one of those acronyms inspired the other?
Yeah.
I won't make clear which way it went.
Yeah. The doctoral community was really like, I am a doctor of math, yes. I also have a master's degree in math, technically, because I got that along the way.
Oh, I think this is going well.
Just like Richard Garfield, yes.
Okay, so yeah, they're sending 2 things at Tefet. So I'm gonna flash and Wandering Imp, and I presume they will sack their thing, but that's fine.
Sure. I studied at the University of Minnesota.
And I want to try to save Tef. So let's
so hit the Wanderer.
Yeah. Well, I think this is maybe better, but whatever.
Why? You don't want them to use its ability?
Okay, you're right. Wander's better. I was thinking because they can sack it to gain 2 life if they don't want to sack this for some reason. But that's, I guess, pretty relevant.
Wait, can't they not sack it?
Oh, there's no spell on the stack. Never mind. That's insane. I apologize.
And like that might counter a discontinuity if it lives. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's very irrelevant because they were obviously going to do this, but
yeah, Minnesota and math sure do start with the same letter. That is true.
Hard to argue with the facts on that one. Okay. So the problem is we don't have enough mana to play our Teferi.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so then I need to know the answer to the question: do they have literal lethal?
3, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I mean, 10 is substantially not lethal.
Yeah.
So I think maybe we should plus Wandering Emperor, play Castle Vantress, and pass.
And do you want a discontinuity?
Oh no, wait, we can't. The stupid Castle Vantress play tapped.
Oh, true.
Well, wait, then we have no choices.
Good point.
So we should just do that because what else are we gonna do? Well, okay, we do have another line, I suppose. We could discount our own Lotus right now. We could go play Lotus Field in response, copy our Lotus Field discount. With the idea that we untap with 10 mana, but I think we need the discount to be gas more than we need it to be mana in some sense.
Yeah.
I think like 2 Lotuses is maybe enough.
So the issue is that our Teferi costs 2 more, right? Like.
Okay, wait, yeah, but that's fine. Because next turn we'll have 7 mana, we'll be able to play Teferi, untap, and discount.
But they'll counter the discount with Maelstrom Wanderer.
Oh shit. Yeah, Lord's legal here. We're long past playing around that.
I think we might have to discount.
I see your point. Okay, I think you're right. Let's do it.
Okay.
So, so first I'll plus this.
Okay.
I mean, we could Venture Scry and Hope, but we can't Scry now.
Yeah.
So, like, even if we're doing that, Wait, no, there's no way we can do that. If we do that, like, we play managers and do nothing this turn. Again, this energy play tapped right now, people. It's very annoying.
Yeah.
No, I think this is right. I think this is right. I think this is the right play. For better, for worse, we might just need to draw a card that does something. Yeah, I'm sort of at the point of not playing around literally anything, is the way that I feel.
Not sure why our opponent is in the tank about this. Maybe they like stepped away or something. But Spirits is pretty annoying.
Well, again, I suspect that Spirits is a bad matchup for this deck. But the way I currently feel is I have trouble naming many matchups that I feel that way about with Blue-White Lotus Field. I mean, I haven't played the deck that much, but I think there's a chance it might be good against most other things.
Yeah, I love Azorius. I think that is exactly why we're doing what we're doing. We did only an okay job of explaining it, I think. But yeah, I think we're maximizing mana, so if we draw Wrath, we're maximizing the chance it resolves.
Our opponent's really maximizing our stream time, though, so...
Really true. It's okay, I said I'll stream until 2:30, and it's only 2.
Okay, nice. Yeah, it's not that great a chance to win, as it were, but it's certainly a chance. And I mean, in our defense, like, okay, after we have all this mana, we do also get the Teferi plus card.
Yep.
Now, obviously, you won't even be able to cast that card with, but we'll have some. We'll have 10 for cost 7, so we'll have 3 mana left. I guess that's not much, but...
Ooh, was getting a PhD in math worth it? That's a really good question.
Classic question. Classic 2 a.m. stream question, Greg. How would you say you feel about your life choices?
The whole time I was in grad school was planning to go into academia, and I really wanted that for a long time, and the only way to do that is to get a PhD. I did decide at the 11th hour to not go into academia and to get an industry job instead. However, this math PhD has opened a lot of doors for me professionally and is enabling me to get jobs that I think that I wouldn't have been able to get anyway. So I think that, like, at all points for me in my life, it was the right choice. Okay. I think we should have done that differently in case they Moz wandered, but it's okay.
There wasn't another way to do it, was there? What do you mean done differently? I have to spend the mana on my turn because it's from a Lotus Field. Like.
Oh, right. Okay. You can't discount for... Yeah, okay.
There's no way to do it differently.
What field did I focus on in grad school? Algebraic topology is what I focused on in grad school.
Okay, so wait a minute. I can maybe cycle that.
Oh.
Well, wait. We need to think it through. So, the thing is, we need on their turn. If we draw discount, we need to have at least 8 mana. So I guess if I cycle that, I won't have 8 mana on their turn.
Right. Because you have to, even though we have 10, you have to tap a Lotus Field to do it.
Right. So if I do this, discount is not an out. Now, at the moment, there's 3 discounts in our deck. So if we cycle it, what are our outs? Well, if we cycle it, we'll have 7 mana left. So Farewell won't be an out.
Wait, it will be.
No, this is 2 power.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
So if we cycle it, then Doomscar... Oh, no, wait. We'll have 8 mana. Sorry, we have 1 floating after.
Yeah.
So if we cycle it, Farewell will be an out, or Doomscar will be an out, right?
Not Settle the Wreckage, though.
Right. So... Well, Settle the Wreckage is still an out. We just...
Well, yeah.
Because we can just pass and we can still pay. So I think... It is the case that cycling is right.
Okay.
That's what I believe we just calculated. Right. All right. There's also maybe some weird stuff with like impulsing into stuff that could happen, but I'm not going to bet that too much. Okay, we drew Hendgate Pathway. Now I think we might be eternistically dead, but let's cast a fairy. Just in case I've forgotten it out.
Yeah.
Like Settle might still be an out, actually. Settle's cheap.
That's true, yeah. Okay, wait. So I guess my answer on the PhD question is I think that getting a PhD is a good idea in math. if two things are true, you're interested in the PhD process, like for example, you enjoy doing research and will enjoy the prospect of teaching, and also you know why you're doing it. You have an end goal in mind. You're not allowed to do it and just be like, I don't really know what to do with my life. I'm going to get a PhD. I would not suggest that. Even though I didn't end up doing what my end goal was, I think that it's just like, I feel like a lot of math majors in college are like, I don't really know what to do. I'll just go into grad school. And I think that that's not really a healthy life choice. You can't stay in school forever.
Okay, well, sadly we died.
Yeah. Anyway, that's enough math talk. If you want more thoughts about math and math grad school, ask me when it's not 2 a.m. and I haven't, had a lot of drinks before. Lol, that's exactly you. Yeah.
All right, so anyway, we went 4-1 with Blue-White Lotus Field. I'm still really happy with this deck. I don't have any changes to propose to it right now, but I will probably continue to work on it,
Yeah, my guess is... Onamoto chest. My guess is the lands need some work.
I think that is very reasonable. I think it's possible the right number of castles is 0.
Yeah, just either castles.
A nice temporal Firestone castle.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it's possible the right number of castles is 0. I think there's some debate about, if you played more duels, what would they be? Would you want some Seachrome Coast? Would you want some slow lands, Adakar Wastes? I don't know exactly.
Yeah.
I'm very open to cutting these. I love the channel lands. I'm not cutting those.
Yeah. Could you go up on channel lands?
Well, drawing the second one is hideously bad.
Yeah.
Maybe the castle should just be disruptions. Maybe that's the solution. Yeah. I'm not sure exactly.
All right, we always raid someone these days. We haven't not raided someone since the first month of us streaming. So.
Yeah, we're on it. But
yeah. And it is 2 a.m. here. Yeah. Shout out to anyone watching from abroad. I guess it's the morning for a lot of places in the world, so great to have you.
As far as sideboard goes, I mostly still like where we're at. Obviously, this stuff's a little weird and still to be figured out, but I'm pretty happy with... I've liked the marches. I thought they looked good in this league, and they've been good for me in general. I'm pretty happy with these 12 cards, I would say. This stuff is open for debate. And maybe the Shark Typhoon should go, although, I don't know, we keep hard casting having them be great. Yeah. It's just that we never cycle them.
I think you're kind of right that, in those games, we would have figured stuff out.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much Shark Typhoon's doing losing. I could see the right number of Shark Typhoons being 0.
Yeah.
But I do think sometimes we slam it on, when the board is close and we just crush them.
Right.
And, that is relevant win percentage. Anyway.
Also, wait, I just want to say, because Zyphos put this comment in chat, I would strongly disagree with this. A master's in math, in my opinion, does not open up many doors for you that a good undergrad degree in math does not open for you. I think that if you want to go to grad school for math, you should start with a PhD, and if you decide you don't like it, then you can get a master's and leave, and that's totally fine and reasonable, and do things with that. But I think that, my understanding, at least in my personal experience, is... it's not that useful of a degree. Although perhaps it sounds like in Zyphos, this is life that is not their experience, but...
Anyway, I think that's going to be about it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with our last mom draft ever.
Yeah.
Saying goodbye to...
probably not ever. I bet if we keep streaming, I don't know, it'll flash back and it's an excited format. But probably for...
Last mom draft ever.
Last mom draft ever has been claimed. Okay.
And then, Wednesday we'll be streaming either the Drake Fable deck or... the Archfiend deck, depending on the mode of situation. Friday, more of that. And Thursday will be the showcase of the Lord of the Rings limited format. We'll be drafting all day, so keep that in mind. That is our schedule for this week.
Yep.
I think that's about it.
So we can send him here. We can send him here.
Oh, no, send him to Reyes. Send him to Reyes. Reyes deserves it.
To Reyes? Okay.
Yeah, we're going to send you to Reyes, who's a Lotus Field combo expert. Yeah, you can go in his chat and ask him how many times he's lost to Blue-White Lotus Field. But anyway, Reyes is just one of the absolute masters of the deck, so I think it'll be a pretty good experience for anyone who's still awake.
Oh yeah, Nikolai, hopefully we'll face you on Thursday. That would be really, really awesome. We as I said earlier, we're kind of quite close to becoming Twitch partners, and so what we need is a few more views and a few more follows. So if you'll consider watching us or giving us a follow, we'd really, really appreciate it. But also, I don't know, things are going pretty well as they are, so no need to change too much. But thanks so much for watching. Thanks again, ConnorMan11 for the raid. Huge shout out if you came over from his stream and stuck around until the end. We'll be back with all that stuff. If you're on YouTube, be sure to give us a like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We'll see you soon, and Systemagic out.